Welcome to Dravoas. This is a Pathfinder 2nd edition campaign set in a completely homebrew world that I personally, the DM, GM, spent a couple of years constructing from birth of the universe to present times. So today is our first actual proper session in this setting. Each of our players here has had a prologue already. They've had like a one-on-one prologue that I did for each of them. So if they're bringing up events that you didn't see or there's not a VOD of, don't be confused. It's okay if you feel a little bit lost. They didn't see each other's prologues either, which adds a little bit of fun and mystery to it. As for like the world itself, here's just a super basic summary for you guys. Like, it's a low magic, dark fantasy setting, about 17th, 18th century technology. And the world's infested by these pale, white, ghoulish creatures called the Fae. And they infest the forests and the mountains of the world. And our story will begin here in the west. As you can see, and I'll move my thing here. The west here, you can see this red area here. It's called Tyvin. And that's where our story is going to begin, in the Tyvin Imperium. And this empire was founded 1,200 years ago by the Red Dragon Tyvin, who mysteriously disappeared roughly 8 or 9 centuries before the start of the campaign. I know that was a big exposition trip. Sorry, guys. I did say it was dark fantasy, so there will be some adult themes and some violence, though not overly graphic. But just a warning, I'm throwing it out there. So if you're not comfortable with that, sorry. You probably won't enjoy the stream too much. So that's most of the campaign stuff there. We really breezed through that really quickly, and I guess we'll just I won't be having the players introduce their characters this week. Normally I want to do a recap and maybe introduce ourselves again, right? Just quickly. But this week we're not gonna have anybody introducing their characters because there's some requests that some of our players have made to make things a little bit more exciting for everyone, so you'll just have to see as how it works out. But I will ask the players themselves to introduce themselves. How about we start with you, Alexi?
Introduce myself as
much
me,
info,
the person.
as little info as you like. Maybe name, how long you've been playing D&D and tabletop games, real quick, you know.
Okay. Well, my name is Alexi, or Alex for short. Originally from Russia, grew up in the States, and I've been in Japan for, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years. Stopped counting. I've gotten into D&D, I think in 2017-ish. Played for a while and didn't pick it back up again until 2020 or so. And about a year after that, I tried my hand at DMing, and it was fun. And now I'm back to being a player, and I'm ready for some more fun.
Yeah, let me add a little bit to that. We're all in Japan, by the way. I'm in Hokkaido. Alexi and Jackie, who will speak in a second here, are both in Tokyo, and Eric is in Kagoshima, which is way south, right?
Yes.
This group, we've been together for about 2 years now, right?
Yeah, give or take.
Right. And then we're just starting this campaign now, but there's a little bit more extra background for y'all. How about Jackie, Eric, who wants to go first?
Ladies first.
How kind of you, dear sir. I am Jackie, and I'm from New York. I've been playing D&D not so long. Like, I did a campaign with a couple of friends when I lived up north in Akita around like 2018. Different campaign from Alexi's, but I think a lot of our friends in the same group were playing around that time. It was a cool thing to do back then. And so we had a medium length campaign for about a year or so, and then haven't played since. And then and that was a 5th edition, and and I picked it back up again with this group, and where we also played 5th edition again. And so this is my first time playing second edition of Pathfinder, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So nice to meet you guys. That's all for me.
How about Eric?
Okay, so my name is Eric. I've been, I can safely say this now, I've been playing tabletop games longer than the other three combined. About 15 years
Yeah,
now.
that's fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah. I started with 3.5. Well, my history goes back a lot further than that, but my first actually playing the game as it's intended to be played is 3.5. And then our group moved on to Pathfinder because they liked the rules better, and we stuck with that until I left America in 2000s. Well, left America permanently 2016, and I've been in Japan ever since. I met Alexi when we were both studying abroad in Japan.
That's
back in
right.
2013.
Yeah, I
Oh,
should
we should
mention
probably
that.
talk about that, right? How we
Yeah,
know
I
each
was
other.
gonna mention.
Yeah.
Alexi is sort of our common link, our lowest common denominator, as it were.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
we all
I
live
guess
in
Eric-
Japan, but we all have ongoing connection. Well, I don't know how to say it, happenstance connections with
With
Alexi
Alexi.
that really
Yeah.
brought us all together.
Yeah, well, I guess Eric, you can finish your self-intro, and I can briefly say how I know all you people.
Yeah. So yeah, we met there, and then we kind of in and out kept in touch over the years. And yeah. This is my first proper campaign doing 2E. We had done. Everyone mentioned we did 5E before. I have a lot of experience with different tabletop games because there's a guy down here that likes different systems like Ars Magica, Vampire the Masquerade, Mage the Awakening, and yeah, even old edition. I played all sorts of Esoterica. Yeah, that's me.
Cool. Well, brief description of how I know everybody. I first met Eric in 2013-14, where we studied abroad together in southern Japan. Then we went back home. A few years later, actually, Eric helped me with a little cosplay thing I did with a Gundam costume in, what was it, Los Angeles, where I met, where we met Connor, and we got in touch, kept in touch since then. And then finally, fast forward to 2016, moved to Japan, northern Japan, started working up there, and that's where I met Jackie.
Hi.
Hi, yeah.
Hi.
But yeah, when I moved to down to the Tokyo area, 2019-ish, I got a really strong desire to start up a D&D campaign, and I roped in all these three. And here we are.
And here we are.
Oh, there's a lot more than three of us at first. I think there was six, but then everybody just kind of disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we don't talk about
We're
that.
all that remains, okay? That's all you all need to know.
We are the gold purified from the chaff.
Wow.
Okay, no, that maybe was a little too much, but
Okay, I guess I'll do a quick introduction of myself. So I am your GM, Congo Bar, but also Connor, also AKA. I started playing tabletop games with 3.5e in like 2014. I want to say it was my first game because I always wanted to play tabletop games. I didn't have any friends who were into it, so I played some net games. I've only ever played online D&D. But I started with 3.5, played it on and off with different groups throughout the years, and then, like we said, about 2 years ago, I joined this 5e group and got incensed to work on my own setting, and that's where we're starting with today. As Alexi mentioned, I guess I'll step back. I'm from California originally. I'm also American. I think we're all American. We're all American. I'm from Southern California originally, and I moved into Japan in like late 2019, like just as COVID was starting. So, and I've been here ever since, living here with my wife, who's Japanese. That's me. That's me. And
Nice to meet you.
thanks. Hajimashite. I think that wraps up our introduction. So we actually can get started. So let's get started with Dravoas. Yay! Cool. All right. So today, we will leave off on Tyvin as we pan in here and switch screens over. I will activate the scene, and please let me know when everyone is loaded in.
Loaded.
Been loaded. Or, well,
Loaded.
Okay.
Yeah.
the city's not loaded yet, but...
Okay. Apparently, I need to turn my volume up real quick. I will mention as we start the actual playing, we won't be interacting with chat as much. I do apologize a little bit, but we want to give reverence to the game a little bit. So, yes. All right. So here we have the city of Tyvin. Possibly the largest city in the world of Dravoas. It's renowned for its history, and you see these shanty towns to the north and south. Outside the inner walls are a bustling shanty town of shacks and people who crowd around the city because the city gives out free subsidies of bread to everyone who lives within its vicinity. It's a highly populated area. And we are going to start here at the river dock as our character, Mr. Bjorgulf of Norfen Kolstad, arrives on the docks.
Am I supposed to have him in my journal?
Yeah, you have theirs, Eric, but they do not have yours.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Yet.
Okay.
Yet. And under here in the river dock, you can't really see it because the words are in the way a little bit. But often they take ferries down south, from south upwards, and land here in the river dock, and from the coast, of course. So Bjorgulf is just arrived on a ship from the east in Variger, the land of the dwarves. And Bjorgulf, why don't you introduce your character for us, Alexi?
All right. My character is a dwarf, and he was born into a family of armor smiths, but he did not really like the craft. He was more interested in mechanical stuff. And so he left the family and went to a different region where he got a job in a large mining company where he was paid to mine, make stuff, and do guard work as well. But he liked it because he had the money and the sort of resources to do all his mechanical fiddling until
And you don't
he
have
had
to say anything else.
Okay.
You are free to reveal that to the events of your
that's right.
prologue to everyone later on as you wish. But yes.
Okie doke.
What do you look like?
So I look like I have a whole lot of mechanical doohickeys on my person, including a very complex-looking suit of armor that the piece de la resistance for which is actually 4 mechanical spider legs that function as my legs.
Wait, one more time?
Yeah,
Wait, one more time?
One more time for the
So,
people in the back.
Right.
You lost that spider legs. I'm sorry. Okay, one
are
more.
you quadrupedal?
Yes, he is wearing a very complex looking suit of armor that is walking on 4 spider legs.
Almost.
And
You can
The
think of like
suit of
almost
armor?
Invader Zim, right?
Okay, okay, I got it.
Okay, like Dr. Octopus?
All right, I was
Almost,
gonna
yeah.
yeah,
knock on
Something like
almost,
that.
yeah. So he is not actually walking on his own 2 legs. He is walking on these 4 mechanical spider legs.
Okay,
All right.
got it.
All right, Alexi, do you know what you would like to do here in Tyvin? There's a reason you're here. Do you know why, or do you need a little push in the right direction?
No, I remember why I'm here. Um, I take a look at the letter that I picked up from the that one character
See if I can
in my
show
prologue.
that
Yeah.
on stream or not. Let's see here. Go ahead, continue.
All right, and I take out the letter, glance at it, and remind myself why I'm here. And I make way for Tavern to try and get some information because I obviously don't know the layout uh, of this city.
Head to the local tavern. Okay.
Yes.
And you wander around for a couple blocks or so before you find something that you think resembles a tavern with a hanging wooden sign, and you can hear some muffled music coming from on inside.
Perfect. Just what I need. I could also wet my whistle.
All right. So you head into the tavern then?
Okay. Go inside, and what kind of clientele do I see?
You see mostly sailors, other people in nicer clothes because you are on the inside of the walls. A lot of people here are more on the noble side, but they don't keep out people. It's not an exclusive, so you see a little bit of a mix and match here, but people with nicer clothes and some sailors and things like that. So you're very close to the docks.
Okay. Okay. Uh, I walk up to the bartender to buy a pint of ale, and I want to ask him. I paid the double the pint's worth, and ask him, uh, where can I find some of the more educated individuals in this town, say researchers and scientists.
He looks at you a little strange and you're new here, aren't you?
How can you tell?
Well, you wouldn't be asking me that if you weren't. Well, yeah. If you're looking for eggheads, you'd best go to the Grand Archive. That's the creme de la creme, as it were.
Indeed. Would you happen to know would you happen to know if a particular individual called Decius frequented this tavern?
I know a million Deciuses. No. Sorry, can't help you there. You're gonna have to be
Okay.
a little more specific, but it's a big city, little man.
Okay. How about Odysseus that had an affinity for studying rocks?
Again, that's not really much to work off of.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. And uh, are there any individuals from the Grand Archives here in the bar?
He looks around and looks back at you and shrugs. I don't think they'd be coming in here.
Where would they go?
Probably the Grand Archive.
Okay, well, I guess that's my my next goal. Well,
You'll
thank you for your
understand
time.
when you get there.
Oh, will I? I look forward to it. Cheers, mates.
And
And
he nods to you.
okay, well, I guess I will um finish my ale
Indeed.
and oh, also on the before I leave, I ask him where do I find the Grand Archives? What are the directions?
Well, oh gosh, and he goes underneath the bar, just like bends over and starts rummaging around, and pulls out a map. That looks like it's not very finely detailed, but it's got some of the big landmarks on it, all mapped out, and it looks like it was pretty. It's not super high quality. It's just on some regular paper, and he puts it on the counter and says, "Go ahead and take this."
Oh, much obliged. I throw him another uh uh coin, or I pay for a bit what amounts to a third pint of ale as a token of my thanks.
Okay, which I need to find the price for.
Okay, I'll make a note. I bought 3 worths of beer.
Gotcha. I
I bought
cannot
one
find it in my
one beer for the
browser.
price of 3. Yay.
Yay. And a map. And a map.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, you can just assume that everything here on the Tyvin map you see.
Okay.
So you have a general bearing of where you are. You just came from the docks, and now you're here outside the tavern, and you can find your way to the Grand Archive, which is a major landmark of Tyvin.
Okay. I head over there.
Okay. Let's see here.
Just as an aside, the PHB lists beverages as 1 CP each.
1 CP.
And I don't know how you want to handle that because
Can
I
marked
think
green
it
Can I-
for-
automatically should do that. What's up?
Can I ask a meta question? Do we have a set currency to start with?
Everyone got the
like,
currency that they had from their prologues.
How do you check where your currency is? Is it in the character sheet?
Yeah, it's in your character sheet under the third tab with the box, basically. Hey,
Thank you. Got it. Appreciate it.
no problem. All right, Alexei, I took care of your coins.
Thank you.
I think. Here, you know what? We'll just give you this. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that for now. Okay. So I can see this. Why don't you do the ruling to the Grand Archive, Alexi? In the top left where your character is, with where the ruler.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Oh yes, this is a new feature I didn't mention to you guys. Jackie knows about it, but you guys do not. If you click and hold on a spot, it'll ping like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Neat.
that is new for both of you. Jackie knew about it.
All right. I forget. How do I move my dude?
So, measure from your character's token, and then drag it to where you want to go.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
then you press spacebar, and it'll automatically move you to where
okay.
where the ruler is set. But go ahead
Okay.
and rule me out where you want to go.
Okay. Well, I'll just move the token like so.
Okay, 7, 21, 28.
Oh, I see
45,
a nice
Ooh,
straight
it's like
road.
5,000 feet. This is
6.
huge.
Yeah, it's a pretty big city.
Okay, so
I'd say
I guess I'm in.
you got lost a little bit as you were meandering through the streets, not exactly sure where you're going, so you spent about an hour to get here. It's about noon. And as you come into view of this grand plaza of the Grand Archive, you see a large towering spire jutting from the middle of the plaza.
Cool. I assume that's not dwarven architecture. It's something else.
Yes, it's Tyvin. I'm gonna
Yeah,
reload the
I
app. Hold on, give me a second. Sorry, give me 1 second. I don't know if that'll do anything for you guys, but I need to reload the app. There we
because
go.
I
Music.
The city is huge. It's about half the size of, or half the diameter of New York.
It's about 15 miles across. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you come into view of the Grand Archive, and what do you do?
Okay, well, I look for the entrance. Is it like gated off, or
No, there's
is
a
it like any?
giant, large gates, and of course it's Tyvin, so there are giant dragon statues flanking both sides of it, saying, "Yes, enter here."
Okay. Are there any guardsmen there?
Yeah, there's a couple of guardsmen standing out front, right underneath the statues.
Okay. I approach one of them and say, "Well met."
He looks you up and down. Just looks you up and down some more. Says, "Yes."
I'm looking for a particular individual. I'm looking for some researchers that study rocks. Know where I might find some?
Researchers. The Grand Archive is right inside here.
Is there like a particular building the rock researchers
It
are at,
is
or?
just one. Oh, okay, you're asking. He just points again. The Grand Archive.
Okay, well, I guess I'll be on my merry way, and I step through the gate.
It is huge, by the way. It's hard to describe how big this thing is, but it's one giant spire. You don't see any smaller buildings around. It's just this one giant spire rising from the middle of this plaza.
Okay, cool. All right, well, I make my way to the entrance of this spire, and if there's a door I can enter, I enter through there and see if there's any like info kiosk I can get information.
Okay. Yeah, as you open up these comically large doors that are way bigger than they ought to be, you walk in and you do see a kiosk, a counter of sorts, a reception area. And there sitting behind the desk is a mature man with some white hair, and he's looking down at his papers and he's scribbling something.
Well met, my good sir. Might I ask a question?
Huh? He looks up from his rather tall desk, looks left, looks right. Huh?
Down here, sir.
And he pushes himself up off the desk and looks down at you. Oh, I did not see you there. Hello.
Oh, hello. Well met, sir.
Well met.
I'm looking for a particular researcher, or more specifically, one or a few of his colleagues. Would you happen to know of a researcher of stone called Decius?
Decius. Oh, there's so many Deciuses. Well, give me 1 second, little man. I must check the records. So he slowly gets up and begins going back to the shelf that he has behind him with just many books. And he slowly goes through them, taking time to do so. And after about 5 minutes, he goes, yes, okay. And he shuffles back over to the desk and sits down, and says, yes, we approved an expedition request for, what was the name here? What does it say? Decius. I need to look at my notes real quick. What was his full name again? Okay. Yes, Decius Cantabur Ancilia. Yes. He was approved an expedition form for Variger. Yes.
Yes. Well, see, about him. He never returned, and I'd like to see one of his compatriots about this matter.
Oh, well, I'm sure he's just in the middle of very gripping research, you see.
Oh, Decius or his compatriots?
Both, of course, but yes, Decius is who I am speaking of.
Well, you see, I bring tidings from Decius, and I'm sure his compatriot.
Oh, I see, you're from
compatriot.
Variger, I see. Interesting.
Oh yes, I forgot. I failed to mention I myself am Durga. Many apologies, and I kind of do a little curtsy on my spider legs.
Well, welcome to Tyvin.
Thank you.
Ave Tyvin.
So where might I find this compatriot? What is his or her name?
Oh, you see, I do not know any compatriots of Decius. I'm sure very high up, somewhere in this archive, I'm sure he has some compatriots, but I don't have any notes like that here.
Okay, fair enough. What about researchers of stone? Is there like a general department or room where such individuals?
No, every archivist has their own study. They pursue what they wish to pursue.
Indeed.
So
very
one day,
well.
one man might be very busy with stone, and another day, well, maybe in a cadaver. I don't know.
I see. So I dig out my letter, and the symbol that was on it, was that like on the back of the paper
Right,
or the front
it's
of the
on the
paper?
back of the paper.
Okay, so I show him the back of the paper, and I ask, do you recognize what this is then?
He leans in and stares at it. Oh, yes. I do recognize this symbol. Yes.
What is this symbol?
Oh, well, it is the well, long ago, you see, in the history of Tyvin, we had these sigils, these pictograms, as it were. And, this is the pictogram for a cage, you see.
Cage, you say?
Yes, yes, a pictogram for a cage, yes.
And what do these sigils mean? Are they borne by people on their coats, or it's
I
only
must
certain
say, is this blood?
Oh, I don't know. Actually, myself, I found it, and it was this way.
How precarious.
Oh, yeah, see, it's, I found myself in a precarious situation.
Oh, that's quite alarming. Oh. I'm sorry, what did you ask me just now?
Do people wear these sigils on their person, or is it like a coat of arms for their house, their team, or what?
Some people may use it as a sigil, yes. I don't recall seeing any major houses or families that use this specific sigil. No, I do not recall.
Fair enough. Is there anybody I can consult, or maybe a encyclopedia of such sigils where I can research the significance of these sigils?
Oh, yes, I am sure there's such an encyclopedia in the Grand Archive above us. Definitely, most definitely.
Okay, can you point me to it, and I'll leave you to your studies?
Well, no. You see, the Grand Archive is not open to just anyone. But I'm assuming that you aren't Felician or a Patrician by any means, so you would have to go through the regular channels of applying for access to the Grand Archive.
Who should I apply through?
Oh, well, you would leave your application with me, and the application fee, of course.
How much is the application fee?
Oh, that is 500 gold pieces.
I'm flabbergasted. 500 gold pieces to access an encyclopedia. Is that correct?
Yes, you see, if you have access to the Grand Archive, you have access to everything. And we have things dating from the times of Tyvin himself. We have very valuable manuscripts here, and so we cannot be letting anybody in.
Might I be able to request or hire somebody to find information for me? Do you have such a system in place?
No, as I said, little man, all archivists pursue research of their own volition, and they do not work on consignment.
Indeed.
I'm very sorry I was not able to help you, but will that be all?
Are you a researcher by any chance?
Oh, well, I may have once been, but I am no longer.
Can I convince you to find this information for me, since you apparently are not researching anything of your own volition?
No, I dare not!
Oh, well, why not?
I would be thrown out of the archive as fast as you could say hello.
Why is that? Can you not access the archives?
He goes quiet. Listen, it's just not proper. For someone to access the archives on the behalf of another, it's unheard of. Go ahead and I will allow you to make a let's see. I would think what diplomacy would be most appropriate here.
Indeed, I think so too.
Yeah, so go ahead and make a let me see here. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and make a diplomacy check for me.
Okay. Let's see. Roll. Okay.
No, he cannot be swayed by any
Okay.
means. You attempt for 4 minutes trying to appeal to reason and logic, but you just simply cannot get through to him.
Okay. Well, thank you, my good sir. I will. I might come back once, if and when I have the 500 gold.
Oh, well, we will be welcoming your application. But please do keep in mind that once you've submitted the application, it does take, currently, and he looks down at a book and pulls a page up, it will be about 3 months, yes.
I glance at my spider legs and a suit of armor and say, would you happen to know any armor shops or tinkers or inventors, like guilds or anything like that around these parts?
That wasn't a joke, was it? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you're in Tyvin, young man. It's, look anywhere. You'll find some gadgetry shop or something somewhere.
Indeed. Alrighty,
You don't trip
well,
over them, really. Be careful.
Well, these spider legs they help prevent that, you see. No tripping for me.
I'm sure they do.
Alright, well, at this point, I leave.
And he waves to you and continues looking back at the same book that he was looking at when you first came in.
Alright, so I go back outside and...
you notice, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay.
You don't notice. We will see if you notice.
Let's see. Where is perception on? Oh, here. On the left. But wait, what?
Rather, let's use your passive perception in this case. That would probably be better.
Okay.
-1.
Oh, here's how I roll.
11, 10. Okay. All right. Yeah, you. As you're leaving, you notice coming out one of the side doors of this kind of like atrium area. You see a couple of hooded figures, red-robed hooded figures, carrying a black box out of one of the side doors of the atrium, and on that box you do notice that same symbol that you had seen on the back of the paper.
Okay. I want to try. Are they like leaving in a direction?
Yeah,
That's
they're going
not-
out the front of the Grand Archive.
Okay, but they're not heading in my direction, are they?
No.
Okay. I want to follow them unnoticed.
Unnoticed. Okay. Sounds good. We will do that. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Okay. I'm gonna roll.
Got this image of Dr. Octopus sneaking up on him.
Ting 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 ting.
Super sneaky.
Somebody hear that? No, I didn't hear anything.
Let me see here. And I think normally, check this book here. Make sure that I'm doing this correctly. Nope. 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 Oh, we'll do it this way, sure. Neat. Okay. Okay, you follow them for some blocks. About 15 minutes go by, and eventually you turn a corner. They turn a corner very quickly, and you rush up to the corner to catch up to them so you don't lose sight. And as you turn the corner, they're standing there, box on the ground, staring at you. And they look you up and down and say, "Why are you following us?"
I'm looking for someone. Actually, I was wondering if you could help me find this person.
They look at each other, share a look, and then look back to you. "We're not helping you find anyone. Why are you following us?"
Oh, well, you see, this I have some information for one of your compatriots regarding their research, and I thought this person might want to know, for the greater good.
They look at each other again, and then look at you. "You don't know any of our compatriots."
Oh, well, I do know a Odysseus. Do you know where he is?
They share another look and look at you. "Maybe you should come with us."
Oh, where are you going?
"You do not need to know that."
Is there like a what are they called? Insight check that I can do to pry any information? Like, do they seem evil? Do they seem
Insight.
evil or what?
Insight just, I think, lets you know. Okay, if you're asking me if you want to size them up and get like an idea of what they are,
Yeah.
they do not. I don't think you need a check to know that they're definitely, they don't want to be followed, and they're slightly hostile towards you the entire time. They're being very secretive, and when they tell you that you should come with them, it wasn't a suggestion.
Okay. All right. Well, chaps, lead the way. I'll follow you at a distance.
No, get ahead of him.
Do they look armed?
You don't see anything under their giant robes. You can give me a perception check if you want to check and see if they're armed. Maybe you can make out something. Let's take a look. Would you go ahead and give a perception check?
All right.
You have no idea. from they have these giant flowing spacious red robes around them, and you can't make out if they have anything concealed under them or not.
Okay. Well, I guess I will go with them for lack of any other tangible information.
Okay. And one of them keeps you in front of them the entire time as they carry the box horizontally with you in between them, right? Okay, let's talk about it that way.
Okay. How big is the box, by the way?
The box is quite large.
Enough to fit a body?
It's not big enough to fight. No, it's not big enough for a body. I'm trying to think of what would be a good size for this. How would I describe it? It's like a meter across and a meter, but it's a little bit thinner, right?
Okay.
It's like a luggage case.
Okay, gotcha.
And they lead you. Just they circle around a few times, and you notice that they're actually being very careful not to make sure that no one notices them or where they're going, and eventually they end up almost circling back to where very close to the Grand Archive, just here in this area here. And we will now switch scenes and music. Hold on. Let me see here. Let me set this up for you guys here, and we'll go with this song. Sure, that's good. All right, and we'll activate this scene. And pull up Bjorgulf here. Okay, this stream has Bjorgulf's vision. Jackie and Eric, you both have Alexi's vision, right? You can see what Alexi sees.
Nope.
No, I just see black. Oh, fog of war or whatever.
Okay, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can fix that for you guys. Configure permission. I see. Okay, observer.
I see Eric's cursor. Like I see his.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. How about now?
No.
I see nothing.
I see a box, rectangle.
Then that not work? Observer. Very strange.
No.
Let me
it's just black box.
If you hit escape and then reload application, see if that works for you.
All right, one sec. Escape.
Oh, thanks, Zenitsu. I actually am. I do a little bit of voice work. Appreciate it. Thanks. How about now? Do you guys see it?
Okay, yeah.
You do see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
I see the room now, yeah.
All right, perfect. So they have you in front of them as you all walk in, and they have the box between them. And let me see here. Sorry, you're just gonna have to give me a second. Ooh. Okay. Just a small screen. All right, so they push you in front of them as they walk in, and you see to your right you see two sofas and a globe of Dravoas, and in front of you, I don't think this door is working, is it? Like, yeah.
Let me.
Well, let's just pretend that door is not there then, and they
Okay.
push you in ahead of them. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, they push you ahead of them. Literally. Oh wait, no, maybe that door is just see-through, isn't it? Okay, I see.
Yeah. Is that a wall or a door?
It's supposed to be a door, but it is no longer. So, oh no, I created a door, a wall. All right, we're good now. We're good. So they push you ahead of them, and you come in. You see the giant design on the floor. This is the same design that's on the back of your paper, and you recognize it immediately that that's the same design. And you see many different people in here, and sorry, I forgot one person. Hold on, Foundry's being slow.
Jackie, you're breathing on your mic.
Am I still reading?
I hate to. I hope so, but not in the mic, luckily. Also, I hate to tell you guys, but Foundry just crashed, so.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Nice. Oh.
Yeah, last-
Says he
connection
lost
with
connection
her.
to her.
Yeah.
I still have to wait for you to get back in.
Yep. Give me a
Sorry.
second. It's already
I'm
restarting.
gonna just go on mute. Sorry, I think it was like the positioning. Oh no. He crashed.
Okay.
Can you still hear my breathing?
No,
Sorry.
not at
I
all.
wanted
No.
to breathe so loudly.
Not at
I
all.
think I like positioned.
We only hear your lovely voice.
Oh, so sweet of you. Sorry. I will reposition the mic. Sorry.
Okay. Okie doke. We're loading in. Loading in. Loading in. You are free to reconnect. I need to refresh the stream here, most possibly. I believe so.
Gonna refresh just in case as well.
Yes, I believe you all will have to, even if you did not disconnect, you may want to reconnect.
Already done.
Ooh, it says does not exist. Hold up. That's not good.
Okay. Let me reconnect here. There we go. Interact here. No. Yes, you. And we will.
And the game is paused, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that we'll deal with that in a second. I just have to restart the stream section. Does that work?
Lexi's token's really giving me like Eggman vibes.
That's what I said. Dr.
Good.
Robotnik, yeah.
Yeah.
Same. That's
With
what
the
I said
legs
when he.
too,
Yeah.
I was thinking, I feel like that was like a boss stage. He always had like different shapes of like machinery, right?
Hmm. He like goes through different forms, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My final form.
Okay. And all right. And as you enter this main room, you see many different faces open up in front of you. Two sitting here at this table, three sitting over at this table here, and you see a lady here at these barrels getting pouring herself a drink.
Right.
And,
Do the two gentlemen with me? Do they let me go now?
no, they're keeping you really close in front of them, and they have their like hand, their one free hand each, like clinging onto a piece of you right now. So like they're grabbing onto you, if you do not
Okay, so
resist, of course.
okay. Are they taking me somewhere still?
No, they stop here in the entranceway. One lets go. They put down the box. One lets go. One holds on to you still. The one on the right here, and this one here, motions over to this person and says, "Ave Tyvin," and puts his hands out, palms facing up, and tilts his head downwards. This gentleman is sitting here, enjoying a drink, but puts it down as they enter and saunters over and returns the salute and says, "Ave Tyvin," and bows his head and points to you. Says, why do you bring this here?" And the cultist, not the cultist, well, they're cultists, right? And the robed man says, he was following us, and he asked us questions about Odysseus. And this draws a raised eyebrow from this fellow here and looks at you and addresses you and says, "This is true. Did you mention Odysseus?"
I did. You see, I'm in a bit of a predicament. You see, there was an attack on my life, and I was hoping that you would help me get to the bottom of
He
this.
puts his hand up. "No, be quiet. What relation do you have to Odysseus?"
Oh well, you see, he saved my life.
"Saved your life, and you're from Variger, I take it."
That would be the correct assumption. Yes.
Very well. Vasoya.
Yes, sire.
Take this thing down to the dungeon for now. We'll have Saya address him later.
Well, I assure you, there's no. I'm not going to do
Silence!
anything. But if you could just hear me out, I could.
No, there is no need to speak. You will be dealt with in short order later when it is appropriate to do so.
I look around. What do I see in this general direction?
Ping. Oh, okay. Over there, you see a man sitting at hunched over at the table, reading some kind of paper, a map it looks like, and these two are sitting, chatting, reading a book. But they were, and now they look over at you as the commotion is unfolding in the main room.
All right. Well, carry on, lads. You can put your two hands back on me. Take me where you will. Sally forth.
They both grab you, pick up the box, and grab you again. But he points again and says, "Vasoya, I told you, take him down there."
Vasoya would love to move, but the game is paused.
Oh, hey.
So...
Fair enough. Let me use my time powers to make time move again.
No,
yes,
that's just
sorry.
about to say I'm trying to move my token. It's locked in. All right. Could you let me know where the? I didn't tell overlap you.
Yeah, you know that you know it's down this way.
Yeah, got it. Okay, I just want to double check. All right.
And these two follow you because they have the box.
Okay, so Zoe will put the glass down, and then saunter over and escort this
Uh,
person, dwarf,
um,
down, and keeping her right hand on the hilt of her sword.
okay. I say kind lassie. Then no need to no need for this what's the word? Shoot, I can't English tonight. No need for these displeasantries. I assure you, I'm quite harmless for a Variger.
I do not know where you're from. Sorry, can you hear me? My
Yes.
audio? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're
All
fine.
right.
You're coming in clear.
Okay, no, I just wanted to double check. Okay. Okay, I sorry, could you repeat the last? I think it cut out for me.
Okay.
Or like so.
I noticed your sword on the hilt, and I say that no need for displeasantries. I assure you, I'm quite harmless for a Dverger.
And
Just keep moving.
as you start moving, this man stops and turns around and says, "Oh, and Vasoya, I trust I don't need to remind you to confiscate his weapons as well."
Of course not, Commander.
Very well, carry on. And he returns to his seat over here.
Before descending down the stairs, Soya sticks out her hand and says,
Oh,
"Weapons, please."
those are the wrong guy.
Oh, I assure you, this isn't a particularly fearsome weapon. You see, it's unloaded, and it's not going to cause any harm.
It's too many words. Just give me the weapon so we can just go on with this, shall we?
Okay, I give her the weapon.
Okay.
You do take good care of it.
What exactly is this weapon? This thing.
Sorry. I give you
Go
a very
ahead and
strange.
just Jackie, why don't you make
Can I
a
roll?
recall
Yeah,
knowledge, general recall knowledge, let's say.
Okay, so I would go to my character sheet and go to the hand with the proficiencies?
I think in your case, it would just be
I
a
don't
straight
have
up 1d20.
Oh, okay, just a regular roll.
You don't have
Okay.
anything that's specific to this check, so
No, I don't.
yeah, you don't have any. You don't have any lore
I-
skills specific to this. You only have Tyvin
just
lore,
Tyvin.
so
I have,
yeah, it's just a 1d20 will be fine.
But I do have well, I guess I would say proficiency in weapons, but then that's really just like use of
Right,
weapons rather
that's
than knowledge of weapons.
you know what? That's a fair enough case. I will let you do that. You're trained in advanced firearms and crossbows, so why don't you make a 1d20 with +2? That's a very good point.
Alright. Okay, so let me just.
Like you have a +4
put
in
that
martial
into-
ones. +4. Do it in +4.
There we go. Let's pop that in the chat. RD20.
+4.
Pretty
Okay.
low roll.
Well,
+4.
you recognize that this is what's called a firearm. They use it a lot in Gerar, the island nation in the Far East. You don't see them very commonly in Tyvin. You guys swear by your crossbows, but you do recognize it as being a firearm, even if you can't place the type.
Okay. I see. So you're from the east? You're from Gera?
Not Geru, but the east is correct. Very, very far east.
This firearm looks very intricate. Did you make this yourself?
The seeming commander You hear a loud clack as he slams his drink down and says, "Vasoya, stop taking your time."
Go, just
Oh,
go. And then she nudge. Yeah, she pushes him,
okay.
nudges him down the stairs.
I
Okay.
will move you all to the next level now.
Okay. I was about to say I can't see anything past this little hallway.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
You will go here, and you will go here. Yes. There you go. And the cultists come down behind you both.
Okay,
Like a clown car.
I got you. Okay. To the right, right.
I take a look at the cells and comment on how poorly made they look. You should definitely hire some better craftsmen for these. I mean,
do not
look, they look
time-
so drab. They
do
look
not
so
time-
drab and sorry, they look so
Okay,
drab and
okay.
inornate.
You don't have time for your commentary. You are a trespasser.
Trespasser,
And,
but they brought me with these two kind gentlemen brought me with them. How can I be a trespasser if they brought me here?
Is this true?
It is
Hmm?
true.
What is it? And then I address it to the two robed men.
They blow right past you all, not really listening to your conversation.
And I pretend like I'm getting ready to go into one of the cells, and I watch what they do.
Yeah.
So they
I-
one of them reaches into their robes, takes out a key, and puts it in the lock, and turns the key, and the doors swing open inwards, and he puts the key back into his robe. They carry the box inside, and they open up the box and they start tossing a couple of things into the room. You see what looks like some papers and things, and some like limbs, some like not like disembodied limbs, but you see that they're plastic. They're like toys. They're very small, miniature sized as well. And they start like just throwing the limbs and doll parts into the room. You see head, arms, legs, and you also see a more complete doll as well being thrown into the cell. And when they're done, they pack up they close the chest, exit the room, and lock it again. And
Do I recognize what any of these dolls and limbs are? Can I roll or something?
I'll tell you what. Do knowledge. It's a little bit far and it's pretty dark, but you have low light vision because you're a dwarf. So I'll let you make a crafting check. Sure.
Okey doke.
While he's doing that, I have a question. Were you just standing in the hallway while this is happening, or like in the corridor?
Well, yeah, you would be holding Bjorgulf, I would assume.
I would. Let me move my piece over.
Why am I rolling so low? I have a +10 in crafting.
As far as you can tell, it's a bunch of you've seen some doll parts coming from Tyvin and Gare. It's not an uncommon craft, but you do recognize that they're material, they're artificial, not actual limbs and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, as they finish and start carrying the box out, they stop and they look at Vasoya and look at her and ask her, Did you not grab the key on your way down?
And then she like leads in, whispers, I thought you had the key. No one grabbed the key?
We'll be back. Give me a second. And they go up this way. They drop the box over here, and then they go back upstairs. And then in time, one of them comes back down the stairs with the key and hands it to you and says, "You know where to put it back when you're done." And he goes back upstairs. Yeah. He returns your salute. Yes.
Little old to be playing with dolls. Those bunch, eh?
I have no business talking to you.
Hey, you're not one of them, are you?
And then she just ignores him and then just opens up uses the key to open the door. The gate. The one in front of us. I only get the one in front of us.
Oh, okay. Say, maybe you can help me make sense of this fiasco.
Look.
Do you happen to know Odysseus?
Can I roll a knowledge check by any chance?
Give me a small second to do so. Let me check something. Yes, you can make a Tyvin lore check, and go ahead and do so.
Okay, so that would be the same thing like D.
In your case,
20 plus 2?
I believe yes, it's a +2. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
plus.
You have a +2 to Tyvin lore. Please go ahead.
Okay. I guess I don't know much about him.
No, the name does not ring any bells. In fact, your first reaction is, I know like 5 Odysseus.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say something. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, there you go.
Odysseus. I knew someone in the military. My unit. There was also my second uncle. Perhaps it's not the Odysseus you speak of.
What? Okay, let me narrow it down. Do you know an Odysseus that happens to like rocks?
No, you do not. You do
No?
not. It doesn't ring any bells for you.
All right. Well.
Chat. In you go. And then she nudge.
Okay.
Yeah,
So does she
like,
nudge, throw, grapple?
Nudge.
And does
no.
Bjorgl follow suit or resist?
He follows suit.
Okay.
No, all right. No need for violence.
And she pushes you in the cell, and you're put inside.
Looks at it. Yeah. Holds the key. What brings you here?
Me? Oh well,
Yes,
you see, there was.
You see anyone else in the cell? Yes, you.
I look around. Do I see anybody in the cells?
I
guess not.
You see this here is filled with a bunch of doll parts and the papers, as I mentioned earlier. This one looks pretty spotless, and this one is this. I mean, it's all very dark, and this one you can't really make out anything in this cell. The shadows being a very, very hard cast shadow.
Oh, what brings me to Tyvin? You say. Well, you see, there was an attack on my life. One of your Odysseus possibly saved my life. Then he was killed, and then this symbol, I pull out my paper, brought me here, and I was looking for some answers. Why? What's going on? Why was my savior killed?
Okay, and then her eyes get really big upon seeing the mark, and she says, "So you're here to join the Imperium? You're here to join our group?"
I might be. What's in your group?
We have strength in numbers. Our Majesty's Imperium welcomes one and all, and It's that strength of numbers that binds our nation together and keeps us strong. Do you not know
Hmm.
the lore of the land here?
I assume I do not know the lore of the land, right? DM.
Uh, you're gonna have to be a little more specific. What are you trying to know here?
Do I know of any like secret well, if they're secret I wouldn't know, but do I know of any like commonly known groups or cores in the Imperium that like
Maybe like mythology or
any
something.
like yeah, mythology of like elite soldier groups or something in Tyvin?
Go ahead and make a recall knowledge, which it'll be a general one. In your case, it'll be a D20, uh, plus 0, right? So just a D20.
Okay, let's see. Where is just the regular D20? Do I have to
Just
actually
I think
type
you
it
just
in?
have to type it in. Yeah, I don't know if there's like an auto or just roll me a D20 button. I don't think
Roll
so.
D20. Ooh.
You're not aware. Like you've done a lot of research into Tyvin gadgetry and machinery and engineering, but you don't really recall doing much. You don't recall if you had ever read anything about Tyvin military tactics. It's really not in your wheelhouse, I suppose.
Okay. Well, actually, no, I do not know the lore of the land. If you can kindly fill me in.
Tyvin, the dragon of red that descended from the heavens to lead us in a time of need. It gave us shape and purpose. All of us as citizens of the Imperium, we carry out this will to this day, to expand his influence and take all the people under his wing.
Indeed.
We believe
So,
that. Oh, go ahead.
indeed. So does that mean you're not one of them after all, of these kind leery chaps?
Oh, no, of course I'm one of them. It's why I'm here. I just assumed that you were here to join us in our army's purpose to create vessels for wondrous Lord Tyvin.
Vessels, huh?
Why, yes. To free him from the land, to free him from the Indrelon sorcerer lords that have kept him under their will. Sorry.
Okay.
Is that
Yeah.
not why you're here? Is that not why you have the sigil? And then she begins to loosen her breastplate to show Björgulf like her sigil.
And I see the mark on her breastplate, or
I guess
It-
on her.
It's on her back,
It's in the back,
right?
right?
Is that- yeah.
So her back, sorry.
She has that symbol from upstairs, a very clean looking tattoo on her back, very straight lines. It looks almost unnatural how straight and how actually dark it is. It strikes you a little bit that this design is so perfectly cut into her back, but it doesn't look like it looks like it's painted on almost.
Oh, I have to say that is fine craftsmanship, almost as fine as the rune crafters we have back home in Variger, I might say.
And then she readjusts her breastplate and turns back around. So this is not your purpose.
Well, it could be my purpose. It could be my purpose. I mean, I'm here to find some answers, but if I can get those answers by joining you, yeah, sure. Why not?
Let me confirm this with my commander.
And as you say that, cultist comes down these stairs and says, "Vasoya, it is time."
Now.
Yes, it is time to convene.
Fine.
And
I shall return as soon as I can.
No.
Put in a good word for me, will you, huh?
Yes, and he goes back upstairs. and I will
She
tell.
puts her sword back into her hilt and heads back.
All right.
Um,
Ooh.
as soon as they leave, I want to try something.
Okay, I'll give you yes before I move. Whereabouts and when are you thinking? When they're already well out of eyeshot, or do you need to see them?
When they're well out of eyeshot and earshot.
Okay, well they've gone up the stairs,
shots.
and you hear. They've gone up the stairs. They're well out of view. Actually, I will. Right now, for now. Oh, you guys cannot see what Vasoya sees, right?
No.
Jackie's character, you cannot see what she sees.
No.
Okay. Well, that is fine, because you guys should not be seeing what she sees. Jackie, I will send you a transcript of what goes down in your section later. Okay.
Oh, later. Okay.
Got
it.
But it's a little more of the same that you've heard before from your commander. Just leave it
Okay.
at that for now.
I got it.
But just to separate things for now, we will do it this way. Yes. All right. And Alexi, what would you like to do?
I want to inspect the what I thought was a shoddily built prison cell, and see if I can't do like a craftsman check to see if I can't like undo the hinges or something like that.
Of the door itself, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me find a reference real quick. Go ahead and make a crafting check either way.
Okay.
What did you roll here? 24. Okay. You check out the locking mechanism and hinges and things, and make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. And as you're looking around, you hear a skittering of some sound, and you turn to your right, and in that cell on the far end, in the shadows, is a small silhouette of what looks like a child standing there.
Okay. What tomfoolery is this? I exclaim with the intention of the silhouette hearing me.
I thought
You
they'd
there.
never leave.
Oh, it's the toy speaks.
Yes. I guess I'm a toy. A little toy. A toy lost in the trash bin. Whatever. So, you want to get out of here or not?
Oh yes.
Is that young Robin?
Pardon?
Geppetto, it's you!
Oh, my dear Robin, I haven't seen you. It's been so long. It's been almost 3 months. Are you okay?
Well, everything works, and I think I've gotten better in touch with my abilities now. But I'm also locked in a cage!
Oh well, don't you worry. I was just about to try and DM. Can I for a little flavor? Before I try to attempt this, did my crafting check succeed?
Without any specific tools that you would need a lock picking kit, some kind of tools to do so, and you do not possess anything specifically geared for that. No.
Well,
it is not so shoddy that you popped anything out of a hinge or anything like that. It's very solid work. Yes.
Oh, okay. So I can't use my crafting tools to like undo like a door hinge, not necessarily mess with the
Right.
lock.
You took a look and you tried and you poked and prodded and you kind of assessed the situation, but it's well engineered. And you don't see, you need specialty tools, specialty lock picking, thieves tools, really, enable to open this specific gate.
Hmm. Okay. Well, you see, I was just about to try and break out myself, and then I kick the cell door before I magnificently failed. That is.
And it rattles and clang, and then oh yes, it's Tyvin engineering is second to none. It's very difficult to break out of Tyvin cages.
Difficult, but not impossible. Yes.
Oh, of course, nothing is impossible.
Say, what's your name, my good sir?
My name? Oh, well, my name. I actually have to pull out my notes here. What was his full name, real
Gaius.
quick? Gaius, yes. Gaius. Pull out my notes. Journal. Apparently, he just is named Gaius. Yes. So yes. Oh, my name is Gaius. Yes. A pleasure to meet you. And yours?
Oh, they call me Bjorgulf of the Northern Kolstad, but you can just call me Bjor.
Oh, well,
What-
pleasure to meet you, Bjorn. I wish it was under better circumstances.
Indeed. What are you in here for?
Oh, well, it's a very long story, but I imagine it's related to why you're in here.
Did you also get a whiff of this symbol? And I show him the letter with the bloody symbol.
Oh, I have not gotten just a whiff of that symbol. I may have dealings with these people. You do not know who you are consorting with. Do you know where you are?
I was hoping you would enlighten me, actually.
Oh, Robin, you must listen here too.
Not like I have anything better to do.
You see, these are the men who gave me my materials, Robin. These are the Mithrari. A very secretive cult within Tyvin.
Ah. So, are they trying to summon some kind of evil demon thingy? Or are they...
No, nothing like that. They claim to hear the voice of Lord Tyvin.
Ah. And I'm guessing from that conversation that the other guy was having with the inexplicably French girl, you're talking about the dragon thing, right?
The dragon thing. Oh, right. Yes, you're not familiar. I forget. Yes, Lord Tyvin. Robin, for your information, Lord Tyvin settled this area here long ago.
Yeah, okay.
Little toy. Robin, was it?
Please don't call me little toy.
Okay, little Robin.
Fine. You can call me Little Robin.
Splendid. What are you in here for?
I mean, they just kind of dumped me in here after picking me up at his house.
Indeed.
Do you know how much of a pain in the ass it is to stay in a trunk for, how long did it take to get here? 2 weeks? I can't even keep track of time because I couldn't see the sun.
Oh, yes, no, much longer than 2 weeks. I believe the boat, well, depending on the route, but of course, I believe they would have taken you from, from the east, so perhaps a month or so, yes.
Oh, east, you say? How far east?
We're from Gerer. Or
Are you
he's from
now?
Gerer, and I was made in Gerer. It's
Are you now?
It's complicated.
Oh, no, Robin, you make a mistake. I am originally from Tyvin, but yes, my workshop is located in Gerer, yes. Yes.
Yeah, we're unclear on the details about each other because we were kind of only together for like 2 days before he got kidnapped.
So, Gaius, what were your dealings with these, with Mithrari?
Oh, well, you see, I required materials for my research.
Were those, materials, special stones by any chance?
He looks at you blankly, and it's almost like you usually see him like relax. No, nothing like that. No.
Do you happen to know, Odysseus, that studied stone by any chance?
Oh, Decius, yes. How is he?
Oh, he's seen better days.
Oh, that's terrible to hear. He was always very nice. And, among these Mithrari, he was always the most, he was an archivist. Did you know that? He was an archivist, yes? Yes.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, he was an archivist.
A smart man, that one was. Also a very smooth talker.
Yes, that he was.
Ah.
So, why was he in such love with stone and rock?
Oh, I've only spoken to him a small amount. We traded notes about our research, but he wasn't so much interested in the stones as he was with the energy inside them. You see, it wasn't really his calling, but the Mithrali were, well, funding his research as they did mine, so he took the calling, and last I heard, he was in Variger.
I see. So he was he a researcher from the Grand Archives?
Well, yes, and he had additional funding provided by the Mithrari, yes.
And let me guess, he found that primal energy is heavily concentrated with Dverger stone, is that correct?
Oh, is that so? I'm not sure. I've not seen him since he left. That's fascinating, though.
I see. So how is this energy gonna be useful in exhuming this dragon, Lord Tyvin?
Oh, I don't know anything about that. That's well beyond my head.
So what was your research, anyhow? What were the materials that you required?
Oh, and he steps back into the shadows slightly. I do not wish to be talking about such a thing.
Well, surely, I mean, we have plenty of time in these cells.
Part of his research involved bringing me back, or bringing me here, or basically, he made me.
Oh, I see. You must be quite the inventor yourself, huh?
I was not really. I'm not really good at making things.
Yeah, I think he was
I-
speaking to Geppetto.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, I know my way around puppets and dolls, yes.
Indeed.
And then you hear a bunch of footsteps coming from the towards the stairway as three people come downwards. Here.
I flop over and continue pretending to be a doll.
All right. Give me a second. Go ahead and one, make me a perception check.
Everyone?
No, just for Eric because he wants. I need him to check to see. Okay, you hear them coming well ahead of time. I'm not trying to hide or anything. And in that case, I will just let you succeed because that makes sense. You have more than enough time to prepare.
Toy Story mode.
There you go. And they these three people come and stand before the cages, and this person's standing a little bit ahead of this one here. This is the same man that you saw barking at Vasoya earlier. And grab my notes here. All right. Okay. Tell you what. Do either of you have any Tyvin lore at all?
I do not believe I do. I think I only have Variger lore.
Yes.
If it concerns any kind of monsters, haunts, or curses, I can use my esoteric lore.
You
but,
would not. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, no.
Jackie, I'm just going to assume that you know. I'm actually gonna let me leave you a note. You know who this lady is in the front here.
Okay.
Would you all prefer that
say
I just
no-
tell
no-
you over voice, or should I pass it to her privately? What would you prefer?
I guess for better
Streamers, maybe. Whoever's watching in the audience, maybe this time.
oh yeah, that's true. I was gonna say for more immersion, maybe do it privately, but then you got the streamers, so
No, well, I trust Jackie to disseminate the information as necessary.
Okay.
Let me pull this here real quick. Let me get my notes. I need to send this. There you go. There you go. All right, and let me let me just also Jackie, I forgot to give you your lead up, how you ended up here, but you remember from your prologue, and at some point they invited you here for this this somewhat of a meeting that you went through earlier, and
Yeah,
you've been staying here for a while because of the events of your prologue and letting things just kind of chill out a little bit, you know?
Okay.
There you go.
Got it. I figured from the context that if I'm just chilling and getting a drink from the barrels, that I'm well situated, well settled in. Thanks for that.
Yes. And without much fanfare, the lady looks at Bjorgulf, looks over at this cage here, and then looks over here at Geppetto hiding in the shadow, who shrieks and crawls back into the corner, not to be seen, into the shadows of his cell, as it were. And she addresses you both without much fanfare and says, "Welcome here. I apologize you have to be in cages like this, but what brings you here, young dwarf?"
I was hoping I could find some answers about why the one who saved me was attacked.
I see. And she looks at you,
I look back. I stare back at her.
and you don't say anything else?
You see, Decius saved me,
She
but he
nods
was killed.
slightly, and she nods slightly.
Did you know Decius?
Yes, yes, I knew Decius. Yes, of course I knew Decius.
Then you know what he was doing there.
Yes, he was there on our behalf.
Did he succeed in his mission?
Oh, yes, he was valuable. We have much research. We gleaned much from his research.
And you're not concerned about his death at all?
No, no, I ordered it personally.
I cock my head in confusion. Why?
Please, give me 1 second. You! And she points over in this direction and says, would you please stand?
I'm not alive.
Did you actually say that? I'm asking you seriously. Did you actually say that?
Is my filter on?
No.
Okay, no. I had filter. I guess I forgot to turn on. Okay. No, I didn't say that.
Okay. So you just stay silent?
Yeah.
And she gives a little bit of an exasperated sigh. Gaius, and you hear a shriek from the corner and a scuffling sound as Gaius walks into the light. Yes, yes, Your Highness. You told me that this one was alive. Yes, Your Highness. I believe she is faking. Yes, and he crawls into the corner again, and she looks over in your direction again, in Robin's direction, and folds her arm and looks and says again, I must ask you to stop faking, as he said.
I sit up. Fine. Ruining my fun.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much. And she
Yeah,
turns
yeah,
back
yeah.
to Bjorgulf and says, oh, sorry, please continue.
When she turns away, I make faces. Rah.
So why did you order him to be killed?
Oh, you see, his research is very important, and it can't be getting out to anyone. So, my question is, what connection do you have with Decius?
You see these legs of mine?
Yes, yes, they seem, yes, mechanical in nature.
Yes. Well, he saved my life, and he helped make me. He helped make these legs.
Oh, very interesting. And?
Well, I was hoping you would spill the beans about the and.
I
At this
heard
point.
that you have a paper.
Well, I had a paper, just a symbol.
I'm sorry, was it confiscated from you, or do you not have it anymore? And she steps closer to yours.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. I know I took his firearm, but
Uh-huh.
I don't believe I took.
I don't remember hearing anything about anyone taking anything,
Any paper.
and we'll just go ahead and
No,
assume that if
just
you
weapons.
do have, Bjorgulf still has it,
I
right?
don't have it.
Okay.
Yeah. No. I just took his firearm, so I just.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she asks, so, I'm sorry, do you not have it any longer?
Well, I have a paper, and I take out a tissue paper.
And she looks down at you condescendingly. You can feel it. I feel I'm being very fair with you.
Oh well,
locked-
go ahead.
You locked him in a cage. I don't think fairness is in play here.
Silence!
And
Jackie, you cut out.
You spoke so loud you cut out.
Sorry. Silence.
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 Yes, and I apologize for these circumstances, and, well, you were following some of my men, and we were in the middle of something very important.
Oh well, what was it? I'm curious.
We will get there. First, may I see this paper that my men told me of?
Oh, it's just a paper with the symbol, your symbol.
She holds
see
out her
that?
hand and puts it through the bars.
My fair lady, if I may.
And she looks at you.
Our dwarven friend here mentioned that he would be interested in joining.
No, is that so? And she takes her
Yeah.
hand back and looks at him. Is this true?
Yes, I might be interested if I can get a little crash course on your mission statement.
In due time, perhaps, yes. But I really must see that paper.
Oh. I seem to have misplaced it. I start rummaging through my
She
pockets.
sighs and says, Aris Vasoya, please confiscate it. And she walks over this way. And these two step forward. Well, Aris steps forward. I don't know about Vasoya.
Yeah, I also step forward. So you also step forward.
Aris looks at the dwarf and says, this is your last chance.
Shoot. Oh, I think I remember what was on the paper. He made some discoveries about primal energy in Variger stone. I continued trying to rummage through my stuff looking for the letter.
Saya, or well, this lady with the red hair is standing over here with her hand on her chin, stroking and studying Robin, not saying anything, just studying the small.
I
don't know
mimic
how-
her actions like she's looking in a mirror.
She has a smirk like she's bemused,
Okay.
and as you say that, Bjorgulf, she looks over and without and then looks back to Robin, continues stroking her chin, and says, yes, I have all of his research, I know. And she continues studying Robin.
And the whole time she's studying me, I'm copying her every move like a mirror.
Oh, you're fun, I like you.
Oh, you're fun, I like you.
That she frowns at. And Aris back here says, all right, that's it. And then he pulls out his hand crossbow, puts the key in the lock, and throws the door open, and it opens inwards, so if you're gonna stand there, you're gonna get hit by it.
Okay, I step back, and upon hearing that she already has the research results, I'm like, oh well,
You're
I found the
okay.
paper here.
It's like results. Research results.
Yeah, well,
He walks
you
up
wanted
to you, stares at you as you hold the paper out in front of him, and he stares at you, and then rips it out of your hand, steps back outside. Do you do anything? Do you try and like grab him? Anything at all?
Was he the one with the key?
Yep.
Um,
I was gonna say, while this is happening, can I just draw out my
You sure?
sword?
If you would like to.
Actually, no. Crossbow. Sorry.
Okay.
I also do that.
You can
Okay,
even mark it
that's
on your sheet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my character sheet.
Draw. I did it for
Do
you.
that. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. Go on.
Can I do a perception check to see if where the key was hidden?
He has it in his other. Well, I guess. Yeah, he's holding it. So, I guess if I'm thinking about this logically, he has his crossbow in one hand, and he has the key basically in. It's not a huge key, but he's like holding it grasped in his palm, and when he goes to snatch the paper, he uses his index finger and thumb. So it's in the same hand as the key, or as the paper that he takes.
Okay. Never mind then. Whoa. If you wanted this paper so badly, you should have just told me and point that sharp thing away from me. And I just kind of gently, with one finger, nudge the crossbow so it's not pointing at me.
He just he gives you a look of like disdain, and just goes and steps out back outside and closes the cell door and locks it. He reholsters his hand crossbow and walks over here to the lady and hands her the note, and then goes back to where he was originally standing. And this lady seems not to be bothered by the darkness, the dim light so much, and studies the note for a moment, and reads it, nodding her head slightly as she reads it, and does one final nod as if an understanding, turns from Robin's cell and comes back here. Says, "Come. What was your name again?"
They call me Bjorgulf of Norfen Kolstad, but you can call me Bjor.
Oh, nice to meet you.
At your
Bjor.
service.
So,
Curtsy on my spider legs.
I understand you weren't just helped by Decius, you took part in his research.
Well, by the looks of things, yes, I did.
This was absent from his reports. Did you know that?
I did not know that he even made reports.
Oh, of course. Now, the most concerning thing about this is Decius was very smart and he was very good with his tools, but he did not have the sense. Do you have the sense?
The sense? You'll have to be a bit more specific.
Go ahead and
I
make
have...
a Variger lore check.
Okay. It's Variger lore check.
Yes, you know, the sense is such a common phrase in the Variger, not so much in Tyvin, but you know that in the Variger, the sense refers to Yordborn, being Yordborn, being able to sense the Latin energy in the world.
Okay. Well, I have the five senses, the taste, hearing, feeling, and all that, but might you be referring to Yordborn?
So you do have the sense.
Oh, well, I might. What's it used for? Well, what do you need it for?
Well, you assisted Decius with his research, so you probably know better than I do.
All I know, he was looking for stone. That's about as much as I know.
I see. Well, It is quite fortuitous that you have the sense. And, please excuse me. And I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch your name, little one.
My name is Olaf. I like warm hugs.
She looks over into Geppetto's cell location again and back to Robin and doesn't say anything.
Should I do a deception check on that one?
If you would like to.
I kind of want to. Deception.
You will need a 40. Yeah, okay, that's the opposite of a 40.
So that's what the critical failure looks like. Oh well. If you're gonna
As you
critical fail on something, it's gonna be this.
Yeah, you bite your tongue as you try to lie.
Well, I mean, I did just say I look like my name is Olaf. I like warm hugs.
And she gives you a look of absolute boredom. Did not buy it. Was not fazed. Was not amused.
Good. What? You actually want my name?
Yes.
What's it worth to you?
Oh, well. I have use for anyone interesting and useful.
Yeah, see, from my perspective, if I give you my name, that might give you some kind of power over me. I don't know how magic works around here. So,
She tilts her head slightly, but decides to ignore it. Very well. My name is Seyagathin Islia.
okay.
May you please render your name?
Let's see. My name is Robin Marple Peoroi Van Helsing Belmont.
And she looks over in Geppetto's direction again, and then back to you. Very well, Robin would that be fine?
Well, I would prefer Lady Robin or Esteemed Robin, but fine, whatever. You're the one with the keys.
She chuckles. Very well, Lady Robin. And she puts stress on Lady. Well, I must ask both of you what you would wish to do from here.
Get out.
Yeah, out of this fairly undecorated cell would be nice.
And what would you do when you get out?
Stuff.
Well, I'm a little curious as to what your little troop is doing. Tell me more. Why are you looking for primal energy in stone? How will it serve you?
She folds her hands in front of her and says, "You read the note."
Yes, I read the note, but how is this primal energy going to help you exhume Lord Tyvin?
Because Lord Tyvin is imprisoned.
How will humor my my mechanical sense? I want to know how that will work.
She tilts her head and looks you up and down. I do not think you would be satisfied with any explanation that I could give you. and points to your mechanical contraptions. You strike me as more of the material type.
Is there a material portion to this little endeavor? Might I be able to make anything mechanical of use?
That is what I am trying to work out right now. Do I have any need for either of you?
Oh, I assure you, I can craft you many useful mechanical.
She waves her hand and says, I am not in need of anything mechanical.
Oh, perhaps then your cohorts behind you, maybe they could use a few knickknacks to make their lives easier.
And then Basoya steps forward and shows the. Oh, hold on, I can't move the token. And as he says that, look at what he brought in this person.
Hmm?
And then she hands over the firearm to her.
No, how disgusting. And she waves it away. She doesn't touch it or anything.
Crude design, yes, but perhaps we can use it on a field. Perhaps it could come to
Lady
an advantage.
Siskola, I understand you're from the north, so you're not quite keyed into how everything works down here, but we do not dabble in such unsophisticated design.
Oh, I'm sure I'm sure I can sophisticate your pretty little crossbows there.
The man behind says, growls and says, "Watch your mouth."
Hey, I'm just saying your pretty crossbows. I can improve them.
No, you could do no such thing. Not with your firearm and powder.
Oh, who said anything about firearm and powder? I could work with your crossbow.
He huffs and
Mandy,
says,
it could come to our advantage in the fields.
"We make everything we make everything we need here. You don't need a dwarf tinkering with our weapons."
A little racist, are we?
Commander, don't think of it as tinkering. Could be an enhancement.
Basoya, watch your place. Know your place. Watch your
Yes,
tone.
Commander. And then she.
Yes, and
back.
the red-haired lady, Saya, waves them off. So, calm down. You see, crossbows are very important to Tyvin people, so I would not recommend suggesting such a thing again, especially to a military man like Mr. Aris here.
I have a question. Can I use an esoteric lore check to figure out what she is? Because the way she's talking is giving me strange vibes.
Let me double check and see what esoteric lore does. First of all,
So esoteric lore, I have it up right now. It functions as a recall knowledge thing for haunts, curses, and creatures of any type. And humans, elves, dwarves, all those are creatures. So if in theory, I'd be able to use it to identify what she is, or like
you know she's
what
human.
he is.
You know she's
Yeah.
human. Let me see here. I feel that you need. I would say that if you could make physical contact with her, then your thaumaturgy might be able to help you with that. But you have no anything like detect magic or anything that happens from a distance. But as far
Okay.
as you can tell, no matter what kind of roll you could make just in the interest of time, you can tell she's human.
Okay.
She very much appears to be human.
She doesn't sound like what the words she's choosing are very. Anyway, moving on.
And she sighs and says, "Yes, we're not quite in need of any engineering assistance. We have quite enough of that. Your Yord sense, though."
Oh, my Yord sense. What about my Yord sense?
That could be quite valuable.
Oh, shall I make a Yord sensing knick-knack for you then?
She chuckles and says, "Oh, well, perhaps that would be very helpful if you could make something of that sort. I've not heard of such a thing. That is exactly why we sent Decius to the Variger."
Oh, I see. So why did you kill him, by the way?
Well, she did tell you, but I'll just recap in character.
Yeah, a recap.
Oh, I'm sorry. I believe I told you already, but his research is very important.
And so you killed him because his research was important. So he doesn't tattle?
Yes, exactly.
That doesn't
What
really
made-
bode well for any business arrangements you want to make with us.
What
Hmm.
made you think he would spread the news?
Would spread the news. He's an archivist. They cannot keep their mouths shut for any scientific discovery they find.
Why would you want to keep the scientific discovery to yourself? I mean, surely all of Tyvin wants Lord Tyvin to be resurrected, no?
Not everyone agrees on where Lord Tyvin is, and she looks to the side. And then back to you.
Did she look at one of the two standing behind her?
No, she's just off in the general direction, just without moving her head. She kind of moves her eyes to the side when she says that. Not in the direction of anyone, just in this general direction.
So where do you think Lord Tyvin is?
No, I know where Lord Tyvin is.
Hmm. When you resurrect him, what happens?
Well, he rises.
Eats them.
She sends you a glare, and
He said
What?
silence.
He's a
She-
dragon.
And Mr. Whistle cocks the crossbow in Robin's direction.
Sorry, can we take a quick a break?
excellent idea. Excellent idea.
Taking a break just as the crossbow's pointing.
Cliffhanger. Well, we're not done tonight, but yeah. I do need to use the restroom and get some water really quickly, personally.
Yeah, I'd like to do things and get a coffee.
I'm
Very,
gonna
very
make
well.
I'm gonna make an English
Alright.
muffin.
So what? 5 minutes?
Yes. 5 minutes would be great. I will probably return early. I will take mine probably in a minute, but take as long as you like, as long as it's not more than 5 minutes.
All right, cool.
Sounds great. And
English muffin.
I'm hungry myself. And thanks anyone who's hanging out here watching. Oh, hey Polar. Yeah, you know we got anime waifus. He said 2 hours in and already an anime waifu. Yeah. Really par for the course. But thanks again everybody who's hanging out and watching. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you have any questions or anything, anything you want to ask any of the players or me or anyone, then drop it in chat. We'll answer it because we got a few minutes here. But I'll be right back. hello. I hear like a hissing. What is that? Oh, it's Alexi. Very strange. Alexi put down his phone, his microphone in such a way that it's hissing. Sorry. I'll mute him for now, and hopefully he says something when he comes back. Also, I got snacks. I got some nuts. Oh. I wonder if we can keep this music going. I wonder if we should switch it or not. Maybe we can move to this one. Just switch it up a little bit. It's not the same music the entire time. By the way, I'm obligated to tell you all. Your players are all in Japan. All in Japan. We got North, Central, and South covered. We're really just missing what's it called? Shikoku. Yeah.
Okinawa.
The one we always forget, Shikoku.
Yeah. Or Shikoku.
And Okinawa. Don't forget Okinawa.
Yeah.
Okinawa's not like a
That's
main body. I mean, yes, I
It's
understand
there, it's like an
culturally.
annex.
Yes, it's very distinct, but yes, I wouldn't consider that like a main body of Japan personally. But then again, you're the geography buff, so
I don't like geography that much.
I like how you use the qualifier that much.
It's like you can see the italics.
Nuts. All right, so we all back?
Yes.
I'm
So-
waiting on my English muffins. There'll be one moment.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
Are you heating it up? What are you eating it
They're-
with?
They're toasting, and then
It's toasting.
I've got jam, and I've got peanut butter, and regular butter.
Well, regular butter and peanut. Wait, you're putting jam, peanut butter, and regular butter all in the same muffin?
No, no. I like you make two of them at the same time.
I got you.
Yeah, but I made 4 because the package doesn't have a seal on it, so.
You gotta just, they say you only live once, right? So you gotta just like toast them all. Gotta toast them all.
I think they're done now. One moment.
No worries. I'm stuffing my face
Sure.
anyway. I got nuts. I got nuts in my mouth. These
Nuts.
in these mouth.
These nuts.
Yeah, that reminds me of this funny. I think it was like a Vine or something back when Vines were cool.
I forgot
All
about
the
Vines.
Or active.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like it shows you all the different versions of the word Disney in multiple languages, like Spanish Disney, Russian Disney, and then at the end these nuts.
That's funny. Right on.
These nuts, yes. Ha 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 ha.
Very, very high culture joke there.
Highbrow.
Very,
Our brows, they are so high, they're in the sky.
very. Well,
Very.
let's get back to work. All right. And Saya, after she makes that quip about Tyvin and just the dragons and things like that, Saya gets a very stern look on her face, more stern than you've seen this entire conversation, and looks Robin very seriously and says, I hear from Geppetto that you're not from around here, but I highly recommend you do not make light of Lord Tyvin here in Tyvin again.
Don't make light of the guy who the place is named after. Okay, gotcha.
And she lets her glare linger for a second, and then walks away. Or just steps back, I should say, and addresses Yord Born and says, "Well, Yord, we may have a spot for you here."
Oh, do you now? Splendid. When can I get out of this dreary cell?
Well, we must talk about allegiances and things of that sort.
Dutifully noted.
As for you, and she turns her attention to Robin, I've heard you're very interesting.
Why, thank you.
I've heard you have a sort of gift.
I have many gifts. I'm special.
Yes, very. And she reaches into a pouch that she has at her side and draws out a dagger, and it's made of primarily obsidian. It's a dark dagger, and she says, "I've heard your gift gives you insight into the soul of things."
Yes, I can do some psychometric reading. That is true.
Would you mind doing such a reading on this dagger?
I look at her. Okay, but you gotta hold it to me hilt first.
She chuckles and does so. She flips it over, grabs it by the tip of the blade, and puts that out in front of you through the bars.
All right. I put my hand on it and use my psychometric reading on it.
Okay, let me go ahead and open up your psychometric reading here. Make sure that I'm reading this properly, doing everything all perfectly and stuff. So you're gonna use your psychometric. So it resonates very quickly and immediately, without much. It's almost overwhelming, and that's before you've even done the actual assessment. Do you do the assessment?
I mean, yeah.
All right. You do the assessment, and let me see here. Okay. Oh, that wasn't supposed to roll that, but let's roll with it. Yes, you immediately take 5 mental damage.
Oh.
And I will send you a small bit on Discord here.
You assaulted me.
Did he throw salt at you? What?
Stop. You're gonna make the viewers leave. I'm kidding. Please continue.
I did an audible groan, like,
Sorry, Variger humor. Gotta find ways to entertain yourself down there in the darkness.
the darkness.
And when you touch the blade, and as soon as you touch it, you feel you felt like an energy there. You definitely know something was going on with it, but you dove deeper and did an assessment, an actual psychometric assessment on the blade, and as soon as you actually begin to mentally dive into the dagger, you are assaulted with just such a powerful energy, and you physically recoil, and you are physically you have the condition fright. That's it shook you to your core, basically, what you saw and what you heard.
Where the hell did you get that thing?
She pulls it back very slowly and says, "Oh, it's a gift from Lord Tyvin. Did you hear his voice?"
I heard things, but I'm not at liberty to divulge them since in this transaction I'm in the negative. You hurt me.
She smiles and puts the dagger in the pouch and says, "I did no such thing."
Who owns the dagger?
Well, Lord Tyvin owns everything here.
Whose pouch is that dagger in?
You're the one who willingly touched it and did an assessment.
Yes. Were you aware of how dangerous that would be?
You have been blessed. She looks. You can even do a sense motive if you like.
Yeah.
Which in this case, I think a sense motive is an actual. Hold on, maybe it's not
It's
sense
a
motive.
perception opposed by their deception. It's an actual action.
For odd body language, signs of nervousness. Okay, I'm supposed to do it secret for you. Okay. Let me see here. Whether she's lying or not, you are absolutely sure that she really believes that. She thinks that it really was a blessing. She does not see it the way that you see it at all.
Yes, well, this blessing hurt me.
Yes. His love is pain sometimes. Ave Tyvin. And she puts her hands up and the palms outwards, stretches out her arms and angles her head downwards. And Aris does the same. Ave Tyvin.
So does Soya. Ave Tyvin.
And she lowers her hands and she has almost like a smile now. She's almost bouncy because she's like, "Oh, that's a wonderful gift that you have there. Very well. I would be willing to take you both on and impress you into our service."
Oh boy, conscription.
No,
Jolly good.
I conscript no one. Everyone has a choice.
And
Oh.
what is the choice here?
Join us or don't.
And
What is
if
the
I
alternative?
don't?
I'm not quite the fan of the idea of killing either of you. That would be such a waste. But I would have to think on that for some time. In the meantime, you would be staying here, yes. Most likely confined to these cells, yes.
So we either join you or we're imprisoned. That is literally conscription. Like, that is in the dictionary. I don't know if you guys have dictionaries in this world, but yeah, you're conscripting us. Just cut it.
She looks at Robin with a rather unentertained look and says, well,
A rather what look?
Unentertained.
Unentertained.
Yes. And says again, Yes, yes, okay. You've said your part. Well, are you going to make your choice or not?
Oh, paint me interested in getting out of these cells.
I'm with the dwarf, or I'm with the metal guy that making the clanking noise.
I tap my spider legs a few times in acknowledgement.
I don't actually know he's a dwarf, do I? It's too dark.
Um, let me see here. Do you have? No.
I do not. You took
Right.
that.
Yes. I was wondering if you had low light vision or not. Yes. Okay. Well, yeah. You just kind of vaguely see that he's on mechanical stilts. She says
Click,
she
click.
claps her hands together and says, "Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I will be sending someone down shortly. Eris, please come with me." And as she passes, she looks to Visoya and says, "And Lady Siskola, please stay here and entertain our potential new members."
Entertain? What am I?
She gives you
Jester?
she winks. No, no, Lady Siskola, nothing of that sort. And she laughs. Um,
You're jesting.
and she bows slightly towards you, and then they both take their leave.
Soya puts away her crossbow,
Okay.
seeing that they are no longer threats. I will do that character sheet a moment. One.
Hey there, hey
Okay.
there, lass.
Yeah.
Might I interest you in upgrading that fancy crossbow of yours?
Oh, did I hold on 1 second? On my
Mm-hmm.
sheet, I think I might have accidentally. Oh, I pressed drop instead of. Oh, that's fine, right? To reset it. No, pick up. Sorry.
Yeah, you definitely don't.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to drop
Sheath.
that.
I got
Yeah.
you.
She like got it.
All
Thank you.
good.
I was like,
Yeah.
wait, I dropped, and then
No
it says on the
worries.
ground, like pick up. I'm like, what? I don't want. You're like, so she drops her crossbow and picks it right back up. No, okay, joking. All right. Go on. What you were saying?
Oh, might I interest you
And
in upgrading that little not
Ah,
little, but that fancy crossbow, huh?
I mean, my commander would be against it, but this firearm you have, it intrigues me.
Oh yes, I might be able to do a little engineering to make something similar on yours, possibly.
Was this made with magic, or
Oh no, just
did get it?
made with a lot of this noggin. I tap my metal hat and a little elbow grease,
Hmm.
and
I feel
possibly
like
a little sweat and blood.
these noggins of yours are more squishy. Yours seems quite metallic.
Oh well, some are squishier than others. My noggins are. I like my noggins to be hard as metal, sometimes stone.
Hmm.
Squishy noggins are not desirable.
I agree.
You
Oh,
don't.
what's
Do you even
hey,
have a noggin?
little
I'm
Robin?
talking
What
to
is
you,
your noggin?
Lara.
Little Robin, what is your noggin made of?
I think it has metal parts in it, and the outside is some kind of Hey Gaius, what am I made of?
you hear, oh, is she gone?
Lots of people are gone. It's just guard number 3 here,
Has Saya
me,
left?
and
Has Lady Saya left?
Clanky.
Yes,
Ooh.
Excuse
but
me.
is she
I
gone?
have a name.
Oh yes, I believe her
Saya.
name is Sister Siskola, was it?
Ah, yes, you've heard well. My name is Vasoria. But you
Look,
can call me
look,
Vaso.
you appear to be have kind of a registered jockey type job, and I empathize with that. I until I'm out of this cage, I'm not gonna really be using your name. It's nothing personal. I just kind of have a vibe I'm going with here.
And she walks away. She goes back to Geppetto.
She clings onto the Geppetto, or Gaius clings onto
Gaia.
the cell cage door, the cell bars, and shakes them and looks at Vasoya and says, "Is she gone? Is she gone?"
For now. For now.
And he
Why is this
slumps to
ever
the
concerned
ground
you?
and looks at Bjorgulf and Robin. Says, "You must not trust her."
Don't
But she's a
worry.
friend.
Oh
I've
well,
known her- I've known her for
we'll
many
figure
years. And
something out.
why am I not to trust a lady?
You must not. You as well. She is not to be trusted. She will crawl inside your mind.
I've read enough fantasy novels, and I touched that freaky hell dagger. I don't want to trust her either.
You mustn't let her brand you like she did me.
Oh, what does she brand you with?
say?
He looks at Vasoya and says, "Like her."
Hmm.
Seem fine to me.
And he starts muttering to himself and crawls back into the corner in the darkness, and you hear,
Do not heed in any mind.
Would that
You have treasured positions here in our army.
would that brand count as? Oh wait, I can't see it anyway. Never mind.
I showed it to Bjorn, but
Yeah, you
not
didn't
Rob.
show it to me.
Yeah. So he wouldn't know.
So Sister Siskola, what does this brand actually do besides show your utmost allegiance?
Can I roll for some knowledge? I'm not too sure even knowing the lore would even help me in this case, but would I have some kind of insight just being in the group?
I'll tell you what. Make a proficiency check that you think is appropriate to the situation. I'll tell you if it's succeed or not.
What? All right. So I'm just rolling what a. Let me see.
Society, Tyvin lore, Arcana,
Society.
medicine.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just give me a sec to open this up. Proficiencies. Got Tyvin lore 2. Got. I'm kind of negative 2 for medicine, so I'm not gonna try that one. Society it's the same as well. So I'm assuming since this is a cult, it probably wouldn't be common society. So maybe I'll just go with lore.
Okay.
Type in lore.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Critical
Very
success.
very good try. You recall the information that you had from that Bjorgulf discovered, which was that it's an old pictogram meaning caged, but in Tyvin lore there's nothing like one of these marks that you've ever heard of before.
Okay, so I only know just the information that I've just heard, but not actually anything related to.
You didn't glean
mythology or
anything
something like that.
of what it would what you were trying to, I guess, mechanically do, I suppose. If it does mechanically anything.
Oh, okay, I understand. All right. Okay.
You understand its meaning and its significance.
But not the functional meaning.
Right. But you know that everyone around here has those sigils on them at this point.
Okay. Well, the sigil. It's the sigil of our people. It's the sigil of the Mifrari. That's all you need to know.
I see. Well, do you feel any different after having gotten it?
No,
No, you don't feel like
I mean I feel
you're-
empowered. I feel part of a group. I feel like I've perhaps found my purpose.
Oh, okay. Well,
As you will, if you choose to join us.
I just start chuckling.
You!
Uh,
Do you want me to rip you apart limb by limb, just like you were before?
I give Vosoya a bemused expression. Well, I don't think your lady would be particularly happy if you ripped me apart. But I got news for you, lady. You're in a cult.
Cult! Group! Units! I mean, they're all just words. Right?
That's cult talk there.
say,
Even know, you're not even human.
say,
You
what
don't
what
know
led
of
you
life's
to join the
solidarity.
what led you to join the Mithari anyhow?
I was here serving in the army for 2 years, and we had a mission out to Nexium not too long ago. Then I saw my commander reveal the purpose, the true purpose of the army, and I swore an oath. I swore an oath to the Imperium, and this is what binds us, is what binds our people, it binds our nation to make us strong. And I
What
swear by
happens
my
if
oath to
what
do
happens if you
whatever I
break
can.
your oath?
I do not know, but I do not wish to know.
Mm.
For that is
Oh.
the unthinkable.
Well, it should always be something you think about before you make an oath.
Well, the oath was already made, so here we are. You're the ones in the dungeon, and I'm the one out.
Oh,
I like
what
that
are we
logic.
waiting for at this point?
Who's
Are you
really
asking
in the
us?
dungeon?
He's really in
Weird.
the dungeon.
Levels, layers.
I mean, we're just behind some bars, but you carry your bars with you on your back.
We're going meta right now. Here we go. So what really is a prison of the mind. Okay.
Speaking of which,
No.
little Robin, there were some papers over there with you. What were those papers?
Research document. They're the research documents that were in the house. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Research documents, a few things. I think they also took one of my sketchbooks.
Research documents about what? Paint me interested. I'm a bit of a maybe not researcher, but I like to see a few schematics.
Well, the guy who wrote them is sitting right next to you.
Oh, Mr. Geppetto or Gaius, care to share some research?
He's you just hear you've been hearing incessant like muttering to himself. That can't be. No. No. Just constant. The entire time you've all been talking.
And then Vasoya
And he's not roused from your questioning at this point.
Okay.
Vasoya takes the hilt of the crossbow and like clangs it against the bars to get his attention, like da, 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 da. And then
Yes.
You,
Yes.
tell me.
So, oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Now it's okay. Really? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Tell me. You said your name is Gaius. Yes.
Yes. My name is Gaius.
Where did you get your Sergio? How did you get it?
Here. They came to my workshop and they asked me if I needed help. And I said yes. And they took me here. And they put it on me the same way they put it on you, I assume.
When you slept,
You saw them, yes?
did you see any?
Those eyes. No.
And then,
No.
and then,
And he slides
and
back
then
into the
she-
corner again, and
Wait, the eyes. You saw them too?
no.
The lizard eyes. The eyes in darkness. Slithers of light.
And he goes into full on catatonic, like muttering, in the dark corner of the cell.
No, tell me! What did you see? What did they mean?
And he starts screaming, "No, no!"
Wait, are you talking about big red flashes and then some serpentine eyes?
Dude.
Like-
And then Soya dashes over. You saw the eyes too.
Yeah, when I touched that dagger. Hurt like hell, scared the shit out of me.
Did you hear the voice?
I heard a voice, but I didn't really hear anything. I couldn't make it out.
It must have been the voice of our Lord. It must have been Tyvin just calling out to us. But why is this happening? And then Basoya runs upstairs.
Okay.
Hey,
You have to
little
go this way.
Robin, what the gods is going on? Dragons? Eyes? What?
Well, the lady asked me to touch a dagger, and I use my little reading assessment skill on it. And it's something I've been developing, and it's something I have. I don't know why. Trying to figure all that stuff out. But anyway, I was able to see. It lets me see the people or whoever are connected to something. Like, if, like, for example, I'm guessing you have like some kind of legs or weird things or like that, and you're
Yes.
mentioning, and they are mentioning a pistol.
Yes, it's a double-barreled musket, if you must ask.
Yeah. Okay. So you made it yourself, and you really like it.
Oh yes, I love the thing. Very
Okay.
useful in a firefight.
Okay.
Or
Well,
in any fight, really.
if I touched that, I would see your face.
Oh, how useful? Is it useful? I don't know how.
It can be like if it's something that's important to somebody, like your musket or apparently that dagger. It's really nice. But if somebody like drops a coin out of their pocket, I won't be able to see them because nobody really thinks too much about a coin. I tried using it on things left behind at a bar and didn't work out super well.
I was about to say it must be very annoying to have that vision with everything you touch.
I don't have to have it. It's kind of
Oh, well,
something I
then
have
that's
to activate it.
okay. Well, then that's good for you.
Yeah.
Can you divine these bars? See if the one who made them left any potential flaw in these bars.
That's a
I
good question. Can I do that?
Sure. You can touch whatever you want.
Okay. Well, I'm going to touch the bars and try and do a reading on them.
Okay. Let me read psychometric. It's an exploration activity. It takes time. You kind of touch around and feel around and caress and stroke and chat it up, buy it drinks.
Seduce it.
But
for the long con.
you run your hands kind of around the bars like you touch each bar individually, rattle things, touch these bars, and the bars you don't get anything from the bars.
Yeah, these bars aren't really that special. They're probably just made by workers.
Darn.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, and as you finish, this man in a hood and robes comes down and says, "Lady Saya requests your presence."
oh, I'm sure she does.
"I will let you out, and then you will please follow me."
And what of the pretty doll over there?
"She will be coming as well. I am speaking to both of you."
Oh, jolly good.
And
Yay! Thank you, miscellaneous guard number 3.
he opens up the door here, throws it open, goes over to Robbins next and does the same for that one, and then stands by the light over here waiting for you to join him.
Did he open the cell?
Yes, he opened both cell doors.
He did not open both cell doors because we can't leave.
Oh, that's
Yeah, he didn't open the foundry door cells.
Yes, fair enough.
Hey, you're a dwarf.
Oh yes. Thought you might have divined that by now.
Well, yeah, I've never seen one. I don't think. Have I ever seen a dwarf?
This way. You most certainly saw a dwarf while you were in the markets.
Okay. I've never seen one with Dr. Octopus legs.
That's enough chatter from both of you. Please, through this door. Huh? Didn't open. Why not? Whatever. I'm just gonna delete it. All right. And there, sitting at a table with a map of Tyvin underneath a decidedly ornate chandelier, you see these 6 faces. Of course, you know Saya, and you've heard this man's name was Aris. He was down there with you. These 3 people are new to you, and they all look at both of you as you enter. Do you say anything?
Miscellaneous guy number 2.
Eric, stop.
So one of them is
Look, I make all these tokens, okay? I'm doing my best.
No, that's actually a guy I'm gonna be referring to them in character. Like, remember, she doesn't really respect.
Oh, okay, that wasn't out of character. Fair enough. Yeah. Deadpool ass character. No, sorry.
I do a kind of a fancy curtsy where I kneel down on my spider legs, kind of do a gentleman's bow, stretch out my hand, and kind of tap my my 4 spider tap my spider legs on the ground.
Okay.
How high is the table?
Same as a normal table. Your eyes will probably come up just over the top of it.
I make it a point to show that I'm I'm shorter than, or I'm barely eye level with the table's edge.
You walk up to the table because you're standing by the door right now, so they would be able to see you.
Yeah. Does anyone have a booster seat?
This one says, "You will not be sitting. Just take a step back."
I take one tiny step backwards.
And Saya stands up and so we've deliberated on what exactly to do with you two, and we have decided that yes, you two can be quite useful, and we do not wish to see anything happen to you, and we do not wish to just throw you away, and it would be such a waste to keep you imprisoned down there. So, we've come to this conclusion. You two will form an adventuring group under Vasoya's supervision, and you will make regular reports here, and you will gather experience, and we will also sponsor your group. We will give you the money you need, and we will give you guidance on which missions you accept, and Vasoya will disseminate the orders. How does that sound to you two?
Will I have any resources to tinker?
We may be able to find some funds aside, but at the very least, you will have the mission funds. We don't much care about that sort of thing.
Oh, jolly good. I would love to help
You're-
deck out these kind gentlemen with some cool gadgets.
Yes, you're free to use the mission funds how you see fit.
My lady, the sigil? What of that?
Oh, yes, the sigil. No, we will not be blessing them with such a thing.
I see.
Oh gosh, dag nabbit.
Good.
So he gives him a side eye.
Very well. Lady Siskola, do you have any questions?
Why me?
Oh, well, you are still quite young, and you need much more experience as well.
But this is why I intended to be with the army, to be with you, to be with the commander. Why with these two?
Listen, Vasoya, you are still quite young. You are from a wealthy family. You do not need to waste your years away in the military. Aris will put you on temporary leave while you attend to this task for us. And then, when everything is sufficient, you may be able to return to your unit, if you so wish.
Understood. I have no further questions.
Very well. You may take them out now.
And then Vasoya stands up.
And Saya sits back down and gestures towards the door.
And may I ask, what exactly is our first mission?
Oh, I don't quite have one prepared for you right now. I'd have to send a messenger to the Adventurers Guild and find something suitable for the three of you.
Suitable.
Oh, does that
And then she gives us a look. Oh, sorry. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
can I assume that we will have a free room and board? Yes.
Sorry, moved everything. Saya looks at you. No, I'm sorry. I cannot provide anything for you at this point. This is considered a part of your training.
So you want us working for you, but you won't provide accommodations.
You will be working for yourselves, in a way.
Robin just sighs and puts her hand in her palm. Oh my god, these people.
Oh, but little Robin, you do not require food by the looks of things, yes?
I open up a pouch and take out some like a bean or something.
A senzu bean? Like what?
Whatever,
Okay.
whatever's keeping me animated requires energy, and that energy seems to come from food. So I do need food. I need to sleep, and I need to breathe.
Indeed.
I'll
Well,
grab that trunk for you.
but as far as lodging goes, you just need a box by the looks of, from what it looked
That's so
like. Yes.
fucked up.
Yeah, that's the thing about you.
Oh,
Push you in
oh,
the trunk.
you know, you're not that much taller than me. Do you just need a box?
Well, you see, we dwarves, we don't require
As
anything
you
fancy.
all are
Let's
talking,
go.
um,
Let's go. Just,
yeah.
you two go. Leave. Let's
We
get
literally sleep on rock.
out. You two. And then she stands up and just yeah, you two out. And then at the door, Vasola gives a salute. Says, "I, Tyvin."
They all stand up at the same time and do the same Ave Tyvin.
Tyvin.
I attempt to do the same thing. Ave Tyvin.
This cultist shoots you like a puzzled glare.
And then she steps out the door.
And this fellow here shuts the door behind you.
And then, so Vaso says to the cultist next to me, to the hooded person next to me, so do we just wait around for a letter from the Adventurers Guild? Well,
I think we should go shopping.
who asked you? Was I talking to you?
Were you talking to us?
I was talking.
This
I was talking to the guy.
this hooded one slightly bows to Vasoya and says, "Lady Siskola, I recommend you perhaps retire to your home for now. I am not sure about these two, but that is for them to decide." And sorry, I haven't mentioned this to you quite yet. I forgot to. But in the meantime that you've been staying with these people, you've been staying in your family's home that they have in Tyvin. And you've been staying there and making the journey back and forth every day.
Like, so like commuting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
From the Tyvin home.
In the Tyvin home. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Soya turns to the two and you can choose to come with me, or if you want to go to a tavern or find your own accommodations, you can do so for the night.
So, do you consider yourself to be our leader?
I'm just a chauffeur of sorts.
A
Oh,
chauffeur?
then chauffeur away, Miss Chauffeur.
Fine then.
You have a home, right?
I do.
I'm literally homeless.
Oh, as am I.
So,
Oh, wait, do you have the box? You can find one adequate size. And then she like.
I think I'll take your box. If you insist on watching over us and being our chauffeur, then you can accommodate us. It's only proper where I'm from.
Front door is this way.
The trunk, you mean? All right, and then we.
And so you all proceed outside, and let me.
I feel like this would be a good point to stop, right?
Exactly. Yes. I will bring you all here.
We have no vision.
Yes. But you will shortly. Dorgolf, Robin, Soya. I will also change your permissions now, so you guys all share permissions. All players are observers at the very least. Configure permissions. Observer. Owner. Right. And observer. Okay. There you go. Should be all set. You guys can explore the house for now, and then we'll begin wrapping up for tonight. But yes, go ahead and explore the house quickly. As you enter the main room, here is an atrium with 6 pillars holding up the roof. Around the outsides of the house, over here, right here. These are just other houses that are in the area. They're almost identical. They don't seem to stand out in any way.
Yeah, those are just black blobs on our screen.
Yeah. They're just placeholders. They're houses.
Oh, the doors are working.
Or room.
What's that?
Do you say houses or room?
Houses.
Houses? What house?
You
like
guys
common house?
Huh?
Oh,
No.
these are
What are these?
neighbors.
Yes, they're neighbors.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right. So this is just the interior.
Yes,
of one
these
house.
are alleyways. Yes.
I understand. Okay.
Okay.
These are
Like,
alleyways.
this kind of looks
Yes.
like cobblestone.
I was like, why are they spreading like that? I'm gonna put you guys both back at the atrium entrance here. I was like, they just took off.
I thought the whole thing was a house.
Same.
No. So this here is the atrium. There's these smaller rooms here and here that are rather bare, but the main atrium has a wading pool and the 6 pillars.
Okay,
Here,
so it was a pool. I was wondering,
Yes.
this looks pool-like.
I thought it was a rug.
is a pool.
Yeah.
Wow, this is ostentatious, but cool.
And this here is a bathroom. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah.
You go look in there. You have a storage room to the other side. Right. Here you have a kitchen. Back this way. And a fireplace. And 2 bedrooms.
I'm
Two
gonna ask
bedrooms.
a very basic question.
Okay.
Can we as players interact with the doors and the walls? Like, can we open the doors?
Yes, I already did so. It's pretty cool.
How do you open the door?
So if you zoom in, you notice there's like this little icon on the doors.
Icon on the door. Hold on.
You have to click them to open and shut them.
Let's
Zoom
see.
in and it.
Yeah, it'll be a little.
door.
Is
icon.
your computer
the
better
cute
this
dot.
time, Jackie?
Yeah. From
Okay.
the last session.
That's good to hear. I completely forgot to ask, but I assume you didn't say anything. So
I know.
Yes.
No problems. Wonder what happened last time, but I see it. I see like the door icon. Hole.
there
Hey
you go.
Bjorgulf, there's only 2 bedrooms.
I noticed one of the beds has 2 pillows.
Yes.
Mhm. I would say so. I was gonna give you a little bit of background, Jackie. This
Yeah, go ahead.
house is a house that's been in your family forever. Since you were born, you've had this house, and you've spent many summers here. When it's really too cold up north in Antoami, they come down south to spend the summers here in Tyvin. And you have been staying in this room here, which is your childhood room, and you've been. I would. It's up to you where you've been staying, but yes, your parents' parents' room would have been over here, right?
Okay. Is like, is there help
No.
or anything like assisting like maintenance of this place? It's kind of big, or has it just been?
Your parents send someone to clean up once in a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Spare. All right.
They dust, they sweep, they clean.
They do the things.
They do the things. Okay. Yes.
Understood.
Open the windows, close the windows, all that fun stuff. Yes. It's kept up. Yes.
Anyway, Bjorgolf, now that we're settled in, do you want me to draw a picture of you?
Oh yes, I would love a nice picturesque illustration of myself.
Okay, strike a pose.
I strike a pose. I strike the Greek god Atlas pose, hands flared out.
You mean the Vitruvian man?
Yes, I guess.
Okay, and I take out my book, my sketchbook, and charcoal pen and draw him. Mm-hmm.
Give me a craft check.
Ah, an actual craft check. Okay. Let's see.
Why use your imagination when you can roll?
It's a pretty shoddy picture. You're not familiar with dwarf anatomy very well, so you couldn't draw it very well.
let alone gadgets and spider legs on my person.
Yeah, that's probably the part I struggled with.
It ends up looking a little bit cartoony, yeah.
Okay.
Plus
So
looks over.
I finish it, and I show it to him. Do you like it?
Yeah, I'll put it on my fridge once I get it. Not a fridge. I'll put it on my cellar vegetable vault once I get one.
All right. Let me lacquer it real quick. There you go.
Thank you. I will treasure this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And from this point, from next week the game will open up. You guys feel free to banter a little bit more in character for the time we have left, or we can call it here. Up to you. But what say you?
I'd have to ask. Hey, who gets which room?
Oh well, you see, in the storage room, I found some nice big spacious boxes.
That's nice for
you.
you.
Want to sleep with the boxes? I mean, it's free if you want to. I do have a bed. This room here is mine. But
You sleep in your childhood room?
Yeah, nostalgia.
Fair enough.
All right. I'll take the other room then.
Smallest person, biggest room.
I pull up the table next to the couch and pull out my crafting kits, repair kits, and I assume that I got my firearm back from Vasoy, right?
I would assume yes. Vasoya handed you your firearm back as soon as you guys
at
were
the
outside.
door,
Yes.
on the way to transit.
I commence cleaning and doing maintenance.
Very well.
Bjorn, where are you sleeping?
Oh, this couch is it's very nice.
It's on the couch. As you wish. And she walks. She goes into her room. Yeah.
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 Want to put the kids to bed? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do I spy any metallic components anywhere
Uh,
that might be useful?
Um, you notice that the doors actually have some pretty sophisticated, like actual like hinges and latch mechanisms, which you were slightly impressed by because they don't have those in Variger. And you notice in the kitchen you saw a pretty rudimentary stove, but it was metal and it actually has a few like quality of life features that you also hadn't seen in Variger.
Let's see. Can I try and tinker and possibly take apart the locking mechanism for my future reference?
The locking, you
Uh, uh,
mean the doors?
You want to
Yeah.
try to break down the lock?
Not break
Yeah,
down,
just
sure.
assemble
assemble.
them.
No, that definitely no.
Yes,
No.
Alexa, you
no.
should probably invest in a thieves kit.
Okay.
I know
so
you're.
it's,
I know you're. Yes, that's gonna be. That's gonna be. It's required for picking locks as according to the mechanics of the game. So,
Okay, I see.
yes, if you're gonna be doing lots of that kind of stuff, you need to pick up thieves tools. Here, I will drop them into chat. You can look.
There's also a feat that lets you make your own out
Mm,
of other things, but there's still a penalty on it.
fair enough. Yes, for pick locks and disable devices with. I guess that's with thievery. You do have points of
Yeah.
thievery, do you not? Oh, 8. Nope,
Who, me?
you do not.
I do not.
I'll have to look into that
Uh,
and see if you can do it with crafting. I do not believe so. That's my gut reaction, but I will double check for you next time.
Okay. It's I envision what I envisioned at least was it's less picking the lock and more like brute forcing it and just taking the whole damn thing apart.
Okay. In that case, I'd probably. In that case, I'll double check and see if there's a mechanic for that. But for future reference, I want you to be a little bit more vivid in your description in the way that you describe
Okay.
that. If you had described it to me that way, I would have had you check differently.
Okay.
I would have included a strength check, and I would have probably given you a bonus depending on how good your crafting check was.
Okay. I
Just
see.
hitting it in like the weak spot. I probably would have let that kind of thing slide. But if you were just trying to like pull a pin, like I don't know, not MacGyver, but like pull a single pin and the whole thing just falls apart. That's what I was kind of thinking of. But yeah, please be a little bit more descriptive with your descriptions.
So he's trying to
Yes.
reverse engineer, right?
Yeah,
That's my
something
figure.
like
You're
so,
gonna
yeah.
brute force it. You're gonna just break it. That's what I just said.
That's an actual archetype skill.
Yeah, yeah.
reverse engineering.
Mm.
Yeah. You're able to reverse engineer items into formulas more effectively than most.
That's for
So it looks
formulas.
Yeah, and so that's like the archetype version. So just doing what he's trying to do would just be regular reverse engineering, which does not require thieves' tool. It just requires a crafting check.
Right. I'm not saying for disassembling. I was saying if he wants to pick locks, he needs a thieves toolkit.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, reverse engineering was more in line with what I was thinking.
Yeah,
taking things apart to see
reverse
how they
engineering
work.
something. There's a whole, it's a whole mechanic. Like you said, Eric. This is just to make it faster. But as part of crafting, if you want to learn formulas and stuff, which Alexi will be doing a lot of, I assume, you take apart items and then you have a chance to learn the thing a little bit. We'll explore that all together over time. But yes. That is definitely no problem. I was just suggesting to Alexi that if he wishes to pick locks, then he should probably get thieves' tools.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
I was also gonna say I'm pretty sure
But keep in
I
mind,
probably have to roll something to not to pretend like I didn't hear anything, like a lock being like opened by brute force.
Yeah. Hey, Bjorn, what are you doing with that?
Oh, I just like mechanical doodads.
Huh.
We don't have these in the Variger lands. I could definitely use this back home.
Yeah, we have stuff like that where I'm from. I'm not always sure how they work.
If I can figure out how this works, I can make one for you.
So it
Not,
comes out. Hey, you two, go to sleep. We have a long day tomorrow.
but
did you
Mom,
do?
I'm not tired.
Too bad.
I'm not your mother.
Sorry.
She didn't deny it. She didn't deny it.
Just accepted her position.
That's right. Oh wait, are you actually saying it in character, like calling me mom? Like no.
Well, I know. I totally said that in character.
Oh okay, yeah, no, definitely. Like, no, I'm not.
Just
not
out of character for a moment, Robin is kind of upset still with you for being part of the group that put her in a cage. So she's going to be very snarky towards you, but not treat you completely different than she will Bjor for a while.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, storyline wise, narrative wise, it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks for the asterisks.
yeah.
Does make sense.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. All right. We have to get in touch with the Adventures Guild tomorrow, so it's gonna be a long day. So can you two just get away from this lock and go somewhere?
But it's his
I,
culture. You don't want to infringe upon his culture, do you?
Indeed.
The only culture I care about is our own Tyvin.
I can't keep myself away from all things mechanical.
So you don't even go and ask me. You just decide to come into my home, and then you try to pick my luck.
Do you know how it works?
You just press this, and then I open. I assume I just open the
Just open the
mechanism,
door.
just open the door.
I mean, do you know how it does that?
Do I need to know how it does it?
Maybe you don't, but maybe we do.
We do.
And I
Did
like
you say you
learning
were
things
hungry?
too.
And then she goes and rummages.
I feel so bad for
inside.
Rosoya.
So annoying. Like, you guys freaking being brats right now.
All right. Well, I guess.
That's true. Yeah.
Funny
Yeah,
part
but-
to me is that both Alexi and I's characters are on the short side, so like looking at us, it does look like a mom and her two kids.
You're both small sized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dwarves
So
have
it's
an
actually
option.
Taller, a little taller than.
In this
than
setting, I give
normal.
dwarves an option to be small or medium. And Alexi chose
Yeah,
small.
I'm small.
You're small?
He's
Oh,
small.
it's the opposite. It's like.
Yeah. You're killing me, Smalls.
Oh my god.
And
I'm so
my-
used to being like so tiny from like last game. It's like wow, I can actually reach for things. Amazing. I can actually sit at a table without legs dangling in the air. Wow.
my race is Poppet, so I'm literally a walking doll.
Cute.
All right. Well, I guess cue the JRPG in music and knock out. And
Very well.
cue the in music for Alexi as well.
Very well. Well, that was fun. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that was great exposition.
Gata.
I honestly did not that kept me thinking. I did not know if I should go in cahoots or not.
Yeah,
I didn't railroad you guys at all. I just want to point it out. I didn't railroad you guys at all. You guys made the choices that you made.
Jolly good.
I kind of feel bad spending the entire session acting like a jerk, but it's kind of.
I got a little peeved a little bit. I'll be honest with you, Eric. I'm being it's session 1, so I don't want to shoot your character on session 1, but be a little bit careful. It's probably gonna happen at some point. just because if you talk to people that way, they'll hurt you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be like
um,
an adversarial GM or be like, oh my god, he's not respecting my role playing or
I-
anything. Nothing like that. It's just like I have to think about the characters. Like, yeah, they're not gonna stand for that much. Like, there's a limit, right?
Yeah. The reason it was kind of because the character doesn't like being imprisoned.
I picked that
doesn't
up.
Like
Yeah.
being locked up. Yeah. So it's
So
like,
being
like, towards
defiant.
the end here,
yeah.
I'm trying to interact with Bjor to show that it is exclusive towards the characters that locked her down, not a general attitude. Like I want to be like, I'm glad that Alexi's character is so affable.
He's also on the more flippant side, the irreverent side. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is another good reason to get along is that they are on a similar wavelength. But yeah,
it's weird. Your characters are a little bit on like a scale almost with Bjorgulf in the middle, Asoya on the right, and Robin on the left. Yeah, that's the way it appears to me.
yeah.
You know, the Majime side to the not so Majime side.
Yeah, but yeah. just
Majime
going-
means serious. Footnote.
TL note, thanks.
You're like,
Appreciate
translator note. Like, yeah.
Keikaku
Yeah,
means
oh,
plan.
going according to Keikaku. Keikaku means plan.
Keikaku.
Yeah. Just in
Plan
case-
means Keikaku.
Just so you know.
And Ohana means family.
Ohana.
And nose.
Yes.
I
But
wonder how that was translated
Flower.
in Japanese.
I mean,
I
yeah.
wonder.
But
yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Oh, is
appreciate
that
you
why your
guys.
tokens are smaller? I'm sorry, I had a really
Yes.
slow moment right now.
Yes.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
why.
I just realized it right now. No, because everyone like tokens are all like scattered around. So I'm just seeing in a line. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, this is also size order, by the way.
Aha!
So, like the tiny little
Yeah.
irreverent cheeky brat, the middle of the ground guy who just likes taking things apart, and the totally
The eccentric
serious
guy, I should say, would be an
Eccentric
apt
guy.
way.
Yeah, and the totally serious cultist.
Militant.
She just loves her
Militant,
country.
yeah.
She's very patriotic.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
She's really patriotic.
Militant follower. Okay, militant soldier. There we go.
Right on.
Yeah.
You can say cultist. I mean, you're saying it like it's a bad thing. It's good to be part of a group. You know, it's solidarity.
You have
Team
family.
building. Yeah. I have
Ohana.
Ohana.
There you go.
Ohana means family.
I just love it because that's exactly how cultists act. That's like really good. That's actually really good role playing, Jackie.
Not like I would know anything about being in a cult.
I mean, this whole country's a cult, really.
This whole country's a cult.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, I think
Would
my character know
I
that?
don't know. I don't know if I
I-
stressed that enough in character, but when Saya told you to be like, she knows kind of what you are from presumably she let that on. If you did not catch that, she said, I know you may not understand, so I'm warning you now. Do not make light of Tyvin here in the Tyvin Imperium.
Tyvin, yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah.
When I said that was like being irreverent, that's the number one thing you can do outside of maybe that one specific house to not have to re-roll a character, I suppose, would be a really
Mocking Tyvin.
yeah, not a great
but
idea here.
I suppose I should make the position I've adopted for that. She's actually understands that he's strong, that he's powerful. What she's kind of irreverent about is the fact that people want to wake her up or wake him up. It's like, this is like a bad idea.
You need to figure out, you need to ask around and figure out what do you mean wake him up.
That's the only thing I've heard so far. So, it's a
Yeah,
dragon.
your character's new,
and,
so maybe you should ask Visoya next time.
Yeah. Like, why do they want to wake this thing up? Why do they want to wake up a dragon? Does that ever end well? Well, in this setting, they don't know, but that's exactly what it.
Yeah.
The
Maybe you
Alrighty,
should
well.
maybe you should read through the setting document a little bit. At least the Tyvin section would probably be a good idea. Your character has it in character, so maybe
Yeah.
flip through the Tyvin section at the very least would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, well, alrighty, guys. It's midnight, and I should get going. I got
Right
a few
on.
things to do before
Thank
bed.
you again, all three of you, for playing. It was a lot of fun. I had fun
Yeah,
GMing for you guys. So
Thank you for
Yeah.
preparing this.
you're welcome. I hope you
Yeah,
guys enjoyed yourself
thanks.
too. I believe you did. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here still.
Yeah,
and
I imagine that the walls and doors were the most annoying part of the
No.
prepping the map.
I use a program called Dungeon Draft. I just draft it up almost like it's Prison Architect, and then it builds it all for me, and then you just import it straight into Foundry.
Oh,
Easy
Wow.
peasy. Yep. I made all the maps you saw today. Are all handmade by me.
oh,
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
ooh,
There you go.
Otsukare-sama.
Thank you.
Got it.
Yes.
That means thank you for all your hard work.
You're welcome. It was worth it. It was worth it.
Or
Depending on the
it
context.
can also means
Otsukare.
means you look
So
tired.
Yeah.
Otsukare.
So true.
Otsukare.
All right, well, good night, guys.
Good night. Good night.
Alright.
And stream. Yeah. Anyway, good night, guys.
Good night.
All right, stream. Let me show you the secret. I'm not gonna tell the players about that. I don't know if they're in the stream or not, but let me go ahead. I want to pull back the curtain to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek here before I sign off and say goodbye. Okay. Let me. Whoa. Okay. How do I? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna pull the stream view here. All right. Let's see. You working? Oh, I can't get the camera to move. Okay. We'll just do it manually then. Interact. All right. Let me put a creature here. He does not have any vision. Hold on. There you go. You guys all see Visoya here. You see Visoya's vision. Now, if Eric's character had investigated a little bit more, he would have found a this here. There you go. A secret tunnel. A secret tunnel. Presumably he would have used his psychometric resonance to find that this block was special and held the aspirations and hope of a former prisoner, presumably. So that was one option. They did not have to join the cultists. I'm just saying. That's the inside peek here on the stream end. But as for me, that's gonna be it for tonight. Everybody, thanks for watching. If you're still here, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I had a lot of fun, and I'm happy that I streamed this because now I have a VOD. So we play every week on Saturday at 8:30 JST. So if you guys liked it, you are free to come back. We don't usually miss weeks, so if you want to come watch again, you feel free to do so. All right. You guys have a great night. See ya. Bye-bye.